Yo, 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 what it do, what it is, y'all. It's your boy Taylor May Rock, and you are now tuned in to the infamous No Filter Show. And you already know what day it is. It's Thursday, and it's going to be some shots fired tonight. But as always, I'm joined by my great co-host.
Yeah, it's the one and only Dexter Fitz, the one and only K Quick, Mr. A6, Beats, Bars, and Faith. You know the deal. Asylum. Oh, hold on. Speaking of Asylum, I'm tripping. You know, I keeps it on me. Make sure you go get that. It's available at imkquick.com and all music platforms. Grab it. K Quick. Yeah. Next.
Mm-hmm. That was such a wonderful infomercial.
I know it
was
is.
So wonderful. And now the Blue Phoenix. How y'all doing tonight?
You gotta follow me better than that, Phoenix.
I'm feeling silly, y'all. Look, it's been one. Look, just go.
Mo, you muted, so I don't even know what you mouthing over there.
You are muted,
bro. You
can't hear you.
You're muted.
I was figuring out when you are gonna unshut the fuck up and actually say something. You're like, let's go ham. Yeah, you understand me? Yeah, like I've never seen you just pause like that. What drugs have you been doing? Because everybody out there is gonna want to know. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Now continue, please. Carry on.
It's been just one of them days today.
You still ain't shouted yourself out. We'll get into that later. What are you? Who are you? Where can they find you at?
I'm the Blue Phoenix. They gonna find me right here until we get the fuck off. God damn it.
I did say you had to do something else in that intro. It was kind of dry. No, I'm just
it was dry than Wendy Williams' vagina, young. Like that's not it, young. If I could imagine anything, I could compare to.
I'm so happy to be here with all my wonderful friends. I love you guys, and go to fuck on love.
So of course I am your man G.I. Mo, non-GMO, aka Red Nose, aka I don't know. And of course we have the Queen Lady that just showed up.
Hi everybody, y'all busted me sneaking in late. I just started. Hey.
Yeah, we seen you tiptoeing in your Jordans. We seen you.
We saw the shoes.
I swear. That was like you snuck in here like a teenager trying to sneak home past curfew.
Y'all like give me like 1 minute, and I promise I'm gonna come back right. Give me 1 minute.
Oh shit!
That intro better be golden.
Hey, what's good, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Hey, lovely, man. Lovely. No complaints over here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all gonna have to excuse me. I'm still kind of eating my dinner at the same time.
At least tell the people what you eating, not that you lie.
So,
that's a reputation for people wanting to tune in to see just exactly what we doing wrong at that moment.
Right.
So, low key, I've been on this healthier eating or new lifestyle, as my wife called it.
That's how you look at
today, it. Today I decided to cheat, so I had some fried shrimp with some crab fries. You know what I'm saying? Made it count. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really go overboard, but the shit is bomb. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Hook and Reel for that. But we're not gonna promo them no more unless they drop some dough. Hint, hint.
Facts.
We need that.
Oh, shots fired.
Right. So
speaking of that, right. Why don't you tell the lovely business owners and such who to contact if they do want some promo?
Well, if you do want some promo, definitely shoot an email over to Red Vision TV Network at gmail.com, and we will definitely get back to you and throw out all options from promo, from commercials to voiceovers from any one of us on the panel. Get it customized the way you want it, when you want it. Was that good?
Yeah.
And how you want it.
Yo,
in the name of Tupac.
I'm waiting for somebody to ask G.I. Mo over here to like voice over like a lingerie line or some shit.
Right.
Let me try it now. Hold on. Let me try it now. Let me see if I can do Vickie's Secret. Let me see if I can do Victoria's Secret. Okay. All right. I'm about to let me try this real quick. All right. Y'all ready?
All right, so look, the name of the lingerie company is Do It To Me.
Oh shit.
Do it to me. Okay.
Hold on. I got a mute for this shit. Hold on.
So Brothers, have you come home neglected? Ladies, have you been subjected to neglect? Well, with do it to me, okay? Your man will melt, okay? And sugar is sweeter when it's half naked. And I don't know, yeah. Hey, hold on, let me see it. It's like, no, I'm fucking with you.
Oh hell no!
Titties out his best. Like, no, I'm fucking
Titties out his best. Go ahead. Hey, that's what the new Broadway. Titties out his
Bro,
best.
I'm over here crying like shit.
You spent all day
Oh,
getting
yeah.
ready
Titties out
for
his
this
best. They go-
man just
they
to
go to
rip your
tagline.
shit off. Hey, bruh, you know what? You know what? While we're talking about that, because we're about to get into it, but we do have a guest at 9 o'clock, right? So, let's go ahead and talk about lingerie. That's an unspoken agreement that women have amongst each other, and how they do go out of their way to have it on for us, bro. Like it's profound. It's beautiful. We acknowledge it only for 5 seconds. Now, I'm gonna start with quick. How long has lingerie ever lasted with you, bro?
What?
At the longest. On the no, you got the time about right. To be honest.
You said about what substantial amount of time?
I said you got the time when your estimate of 5 seconds is about right. You got the time about right. Isn't that not long? I really don't keep count, because when you go in there, it's a surprising thing. You acknowledge it, like, oh, that looks nice. All right, now get rid of it. That kind of shit. You're muted, bro.
He don't want nobody to hear his ass tonight.
I swear.
Mr. Tellermaid himself. Mr.
So how
Tellermaid himself.
long does lingerie last?
How long?
Like as soon as you see it.
There you go.
As long as the foreplay lasts. You dig what I'm saying? That's
good answer.
That's
good
me.
answer. Good answer. Good answer.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you into the foreplay, you know what I'm saying? Now, when it's time to get down to it, you dig what I'm saying? It may be slid to the side, or it may be, discarded. Oh, she's back with a smile, baby.
It sounds like oh, she had to put on her Badu. But it sounds most men would prefer negligee that has nipple openings and things that we can touch, because if not, we got to rip it off, right? That's just me.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. It has to be sexually appealing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what did I come into? What y'all talking about?
Yeah,
we're talking about lingerie.
And you missed it because G.I. Mohead did a whole commercial as if we did a hypothetical if somebody asked us to promote like a lingerie line, and G.I. Mo over here had to do the voiceover.
Hey,
that's
you know what
cool.
I'm saying? Like, okay, like lingerie is supposed to seize the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about just showing if your nipple's gonna be out, you might as well be naked. You dig what I'm saying? It's supposed to kind of heighten the mood. So
it's the gift paper.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Perfect.
Hey,
hey, look, that's well put.
That's
what it do? What it do?
Way to put lingerie, the wrapping paper.
It's the gift paper, because at the end of the day, it's presented nice, it's all good, but the fun stuff is when you start ripping that. Get this out of here. What's the gift? Get it out.
Yeah, I'm with Zena though. Don't rip it.
No.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Excuse you?
I'm gonna
Hold on. Hey, look, listen. Zena up here talking about some just don't rip the good expensive lingerie. Don't put it on. We need cheap, trashy shit. Okay. We spend dollars in the strip club every goddamn week per capita male. Okay. Y'all need to buy the cheapest shit that just looks good on you. Fashion Nova got some shit for you.
But it can irritate your skin too. So we buy certain things that feel good on our skin, and it also feels good to y'all. Y'all just can't tell.
But I will say, if you go back to the point,
That
Go ahead, right?
that expensive lingerie definitely feels good. Like at the end of the day, sex is an intimate thing. You feel me? So when you're stimulated, you feel me through fucking touch. You dig what I'm saying? That's just let me stop because
and depending on what it is, like satin, silk, or whatever, you can use that material as teasing on the other person's skin. So it has multiple uses.
And I'm gonna tell you, it's based on also the heat of the moment, you know, and the energy that's going on. Because there's times where it's like on some Mr. or Mrs. Smith type shit, and that session is like a dang wrestling match, and things might get ripped.
Well, yeah,
things might get ripped. Or if you're on your Pandora's box ish, things might get slid off gently with the slow jam in the back. It depends on the moment.
That's true.
Just don't come to bed with no fuzzy shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want an animal. Leave that shit. I don't want no bunny.
You look like you would lick a cat. You look like you would lick a cat.
Because you're looking like a Ninja Turtle right now.
All right. Let's. All right.
Hold on. Since we talk about sex, it's only right.
Oh shit!
It's only right.
Here we go.
To change my face. Enter the creep face. Let's get it.
Yo. What if you want?
Oh my god.
No. What if you come into the room, Phoenix, and the dude is just waiting in the bed with that face on?
All I can do is laugh because I'm silly. I'm silly. I'm like, what the
all right, and you know, since we all lingerie, may I ask? We got two credible ladies here.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most you have spent on a lingerie set? Oh, Star, you definitely got to ask this. I know your price tag is bonkers.
Oh,
I used to really love Baby Phat's whole line, including their lingerie. So I spent $500 on one Baby Phat negligee.
Damn! On some drawers?
Hey, like they said, the expensive stuff feels really good.
I'll give you that, but damn.
Well, I ain't spend that much because I budget, you know what I'm saying? But and I ain't got time. If I buy that, it gotta be tax time. Like it gotta be money that I don't have to pay bills with. But the most, I'm serious, that's a lot of money. But the most I have spent on one piece, I think, is $100-something.
And
and I kind of cringed when I did it, but I was like, this don't last more than one time. So look, I'm sorry. At one point, I was the only one working. So
let me spin back around and give the disclaimer. Just Star has her priorities in order. I actually had it to spin back then.
No, I didn't say you didn't. I said me.
No. It's
Do
not.
We have a fight?
No,
it's not.
I had it back then. I could afford it, and that was then.
All right, well, let me spin
so
this.
Sharisa was like, look, it needs to feel right on the skin. So we definitely going to talk about that in a few more minutes, but it has to feel good on the skin, Sharisa. Like
on our skin.
In all honesty.
Well,
but it ain't for you. It ain't for you.
Yeah, but we wear it. Like, okay, it's some material. Oh, go ahead, Star. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if it don't feel good on us and we scratching and itching while you trying to kiss and be licking, then you ain't going
not gonna come out the bathroom.
We get it for you. Look, exactly. It ain't gonna look right, but we buy it to wear for you. But if we don't feel good in it, we're not going to maneuver certain ways. We're going to be uncomfortable. We're not going to be sensual and sexy. We're going to be like, it's going to be irritated. You want us to be free. You don't want us to come in there looking crazy.
So let me ask you this. Okay, my bad, bro. Hey, go ahead.
No, you're good. I just want now two things for the females in the chats via YouTube or Facebook, wherever your preference is listening. Please drop your highest price tag that was ever on a negligee set that you've purchased, because acquiring minds would like to know. Now, two, back to you down there, Star. That $500 negligee that you have purchased. What is the longest it has stayed on you?
Oh man, I hate when y'all ask me questions and I gotta backstory. Now, this particular thing. Okay, so in one of my past relationships, we used to participate in lifestyle parties. Okay, and we used to go because I used to enjoy watching him run wild like a kid in a candy store. So for me, it lasted all night because I didn't come to the party to get down with nobody. I came to look damn good.
Fair. That's fair.
So basically,
Healer?
what you're saying is that we put too much into lingerie as men and women collectively.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Phoenix.
You mean as far as money or as far as the thoughts, the process? What do you mean?
I think maybe the thought and the thought of it for a significant other.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? So. Just for that one, that person.
All right, Sharissa said she dropped 70 on hers.
Yeah, I don't, and the thing is, we got to also remember, every woman is different. So where Star says she orders from hers from, I probably couldn't because I'm a lot bigger than Star, and I've always been a bigger woman. So I can't really, what you would think certain places, it would cost more if I really wanted to get it. But where she ordered hers from would not have my size. So
that's true. I don't think you're that much bigger than me. I don't want to size here. I think it's just the stature per se, the shape, because I've come to find that a lot of women who look smaller than me end up being the size as me because they're shorter, whereas I'm taller. You being tall.
You and I are about the same height, but every part of me is a lot thicker than every part of you. We've seen each other. Okay, so
see, this is where everything goes left because women. Hey, look, listen, women go all the way left every time. Yeah, me, Quick, and Rock can never say, "Oh, we've seen each other. We've seen each other." It just doesn't work like that.
We've seen each other in person, so of course, Anyway, shut up. Y'all taking it up. Shut up. Anyway, but I don't think we.
No, but y'all can get away. You can get away with how that sounds, though. That's
exactly.
Okay, I got you.
Since my booty has seemed to be a topic quite often. Okay, just
wait a minute. When has it ever been a topic?
Oh, I wish I could run back the tape from us filming.
Look, that's not rewind the footage, okay?
Hold on, time out. So
no, just tell them to subscribe to Red Vision TV.
Exactly.
Themselves. Investigate yourself.
Booty jokes about Just Star. But no, seriously. With pants, I wear anywhere between a 3X to a 4X because I have a lot of hips, booty, and thighs. So a lot of people look at me and say, ain't no way you wear that size, but it's a lot back there. So that's why I said, I don't think you're not weigh, but your clothes sizes are as much bigger than me as you think. Because I don't actually look like I wear the larger sizes, but I do. Because I'm tall, really 6 feet tall with ass. Like,
okay,
you
that's
can't.
True.
You said what?
No, I said that's true though. That makes sense. But the thing is, I still feel more of it up than you would because you have ass. I have boobs. I got ass, boobs, belly, everything. Okay, so I fill it up a little bit more.
Free promo, everybody. Free promo.
This was not a shameless plug for Star or I. We're just having a conversation.
Before I guess get on, ladies, let me ask you this: would you prefer your man to wear some type of lingerie?
No,
men don't wear lingerie, bro. I think you got to pause on that.
Hold on. What
I think
kind
man, quick. We
hey,
just
bro, look, like
y'all
wear.
They have men thongs and all types of little costumes and stuff, but no.
Nah.
I got a story on that.
Look. I
wore elephant thong one time.
I probably get one of them fresh. I probably get one of them fresh Hugh Hefner smoke jackets. That's about all I get. I probably had that Don Corleone.
Yeah, we don't want to see that. Keep it in the store.
We honestly really don't care.
What? You talking about Mo down there?
Yeah, that's all.
I'm sorry. And when you're
because I ain't wearing no fucking lingerie. You got me fucked up.
in no damn smoking jacket.
Oh yeah, fuck
you
that,
never
fuck
wore
that.
you never wore a thong or nothing like that, bro. I was with when I was married, I was with a weird one, bro. Like I was with a weird one, bro. So I tried it. I was married. I got married at 19. I thought that shit was cool, bro. Like I wore the elephant character. It was after she had the baby. It was like we bought the house and everything. It was a celebration. I did the strip shit. Like I stripped for her, bro. Like I stripped for
the
my
stripping
wife
part
at the
we
time.
do like the stripping, but you don't have to do all the other stuff. We just
right.
She loved it. She loved it. She liked the little googly eyes on the elephant. It was doing all that weird shit. They was doing all this shit.
I co-signed this picture that Rock just changed to. I co-signed that.
So can you imagine those eyes moving on the elephant?
I don't want to. I don't want to.
I don't want to neither. Look, I will wear something you go to the cigar lounge with. I got my smoke.
No, quick. We don't want to see that shit. Quick.
Hey, wait.
No, that's like a suit. That's like a
to the lobby.
Don't send me to the lobby, goddamn it.
Yeah,
y'all
in other words, this is
so overly scared and just be free. Goddamn it, be free.
Overly scared and be free.
What's the reason for
be free?
What? Oh my goodness.
At that point, what's the point of the man even wearing any damn thing?
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
I'm doing whatever the woman wants.
No,
I'm doing whatever the woman wants.
What's the purpose of us wearing lingerie if all you're gonna do is take it off?
Fuck. I can't. Yeah, you know how much my butthole and my balls was itching. You understand me? That shit was uncomfortable as hell, and I had on jeans. Okay,
yeah, y'all
thank God they was.
It was and want us to wear G-strings and all that.
Yes. Whole time.
Let me tell you like this. As a man, I do not like a wedgie, so I'm definitely not.
We don't like wedgies either,
bro. It hurt. It really was uncomfortable.
Yours must have been too tight though. Yours might. It was
damn near the equivalent of a G-string.
I'm about to say. It might be too tight. So y'all don't like wedgies, but girls, there's a lot of girls who be wearing freaking. A lot of their drawers are equivalent to 3 strings and a tissue.
Facts.
Literally.
I thought I had tissue in my ass. I kept looking back like. Looking back at my ass like, yeah.
Maybe. So did it cut you, bro? Did it cut you?
I think every.
No, it didn't cut me because I didn't have it on that long, Mo. I didn't have it on. I think
every woman has 3 strings and a tissue in their drawer.
3 strings and a tissue.
That's what Quick said. He said it's equivalent to 3 strings and a tissue.
That's what a thong is. A thong has the thing going up the ass, and the strings on the side, and the tissue in the front.
Okay, so do you not want women to wear it then? Is this what you're saying?
I didn't say that. I didn't say I didn't want y'all to wear it. That's nothing of what I said. Don't get that fucked up.
I'm asking.
As a man,
that sounded like a complaint.
That's no good.
No, because I only put that to like because you was talking about y'all don't like wedgies when y'all.
Well, nobody likes wedgies. Okay, but it's like a mental thing because if we wear a thong, we know. Okay, we gotta wear it. If the thong is too tight, it will irritate you. If it's just right, you're gonna have a little bit of move right there. That Gucci was sore.
You motherfuckers are laughing. You ain't never sacrificed for shit. You two men, we have to sacrifice sometimes. Hey, listen, that's what she prayed for.
We appreciate it though. We do appreciate when y'all step out your comfort zones. And do things like that for us. We really do.
He said, hell no.
The cheeky panties. Hold on. First of all, as a man, you would not.
What are cheeky panties?
No, hold on. Wait. You would not refer to my drawers as panties. I am a man. I do not wear panties.
So you gonna wear
first and foremost. That's first and fucking foremost.
I don't even like boxers. I am a boxer brief man. I like for my shit to be tight and snug. I get support all day with the boxer feel. And that's a grown man feel. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. My balls was spilling out the side of that joint, but it was cool. It was cool. She like a little ball cleavage, Mo.
Ball cleavage?
Just a little ball cleavage.
Who doesn't like little ball cleavage?
Put in the comments what cheeky panties are. I never heard of that shit before ever.
Cheeky panties.
Yes, Vina. You know, Quick always got some crazy description.
Right, Zena. No, I'm just saying, Zena, go to your drawer. I want you to know, Zena, follow my directions. Go to your drawer right now and pull out 3 pairs of panties and tell me if all them shits don't resemble 3 strings and a tissue.
Star
and I will
said
wait
hello.
for your comment. Oh, hello, Star. Anyways,
Well, I'll tell you what.
Kiki!
I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I'm the only one in here as a man that has sacrificed everything
Bruh.
for their wife.
They selfish.
bro, you're blood,
They're
bro.
selfish.
You've done a lot of things that we won't do. We never played in shit.
Don't
We
say
never
what you
did
never
none of
do.
that.
Don't say what
I've
you
never
never
played
do.
in shit,
You
bro.
still
First and
young.
foremost, renege on that one and take that one back, okay? All right.
All right, I won't.
Take that
all right,
one
look,
back.
I won't say never do. I won't, but I will. I will.
All right, so look, real quick. I guess just pop backstage.
All right.
She got a chance to sit back and listen to our crazy antics. So
All right. What time we got?
I really hope. Hold
Hey,
on, hold
Liddy.
on. Cheeky panties for women. Do y'all like them? Hell yeah. I mean, you know, I like cheeks.
It's just like
What the
Tom.
fuck is cheeky panties? What the fuck is cheeky panties? Anyway, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
Hold on.
I don't even know. Wait a minute. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What are cheeky panties?
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. I'm lost.
If they look good, if they look good on the women, then yeah, I love it.
Hey yo, this is some crazy shit going on here.
There's 2 stars.
Yeah, I don't know which one is who.
You got to deal with 2 of them today, Mo.
We've been
All right,
hacked.
hold on. Yeah, we being hacked. Some weird
Oh,
shit.
never
going
mind.
on.
It's one again. Oh, there's all right. We good.
Wheezy,
Yes.
would you like to introduce
Yes,
our
of
guest?
course. Our guest is none other than Taylor White. She is a esthetician, which I was calling it a waxologist just to be funny, but she's an esthetician. And she's also a licensed cosmetologist, but she has her own business called Sweet Touch Waxing.
Okay.
So if you guys are ready.
Let's bring her in. Yay!
Hello, guys.
Hi, TT.
How you doing?
What's happening?
Good.
What it look like?
Good evening, Queen. Good evening. Good evening.
I had a hard time getting on here. I'm not tech savvy at all, but I'm here. Thanks for having me.
All day, all day.
Welcome.
So tell us about us. Tell us about you and what you do.
Well, actually, I started my journey as a cosmetologist. I started cosmetology school at Aveda Institute. That was down Gallery Place, Washington, D.C. Finished school. I got my license very quickly, and then I started barbering school. While I was there, I got the opportunity to start waxing at European Wax Center. I started there in about 2018, and I fell in love with it like instantly. The money was good. Also, you know, meeting new people from all over the place, you know, traveling. It just helped me realize that my true passion was just, you know, just being there and servicing people. So I actually fell more in love with waxing than I do enjoy doing hair now.
Okay.
Can I ask you something? If you look at me, like you can only see me over like this
You
platform,
guys see
right?
me?
Yeah, we can definitely see you. We can hear you and we can
I'm
see
having
you.
a hard time hearing you guys. Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
I think maybe because somebody called you.
Yeah,
Did
someone
somebody
tried to
you?
call.
That's why.
All right, I hear you
Silence
guys
still
now.
ringing.
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question. So you're looking at me through the lens of, you know, or through this platform right now.
Okay, now I can see you.
Now, can you judge a man if his ass needs to be waxed? Because you have a full butt
What?
waxing. Oh, look, you ain't look at the whole like barrage of modalities that she
What
has
in
with
the-
hard wax.
What in the hell?
Do I look like I need my ass waxed?
Let me lift your shirt up. Let me see your chest. You got taco meat? Because usually it matches. Do you have taco meat?
Hold on. I don't have taco meat. I've never been able to grow taco meat.
You still may have ass hair. I mean, it's quite normal. And actually, believe it or not, when I wax a woman and a man, the least painful part is the ass. I don't know
Really?
why. The most sensitive part is, I guess, the top portion right under the belly.
Wow.
It has the most nerve endings right there in that area.
Hey, AI.
Yes, sir.
I gotta switch my avatar on that one. You just made me mad, bro.
Look, the
You
questions
really
must
Hey,
be
listen.
answered.
Dog.
We
So look, first of all,
You
see,
gotta tell you do
Get
the
him,
wax
get
or
him,
not.
Rock. Get him, Rock.
I do.
Get him, Rock.
I can't apologize because this is a no filter show, and this is a very, very wild show.
and
But
now what?
as a man, I'm trying to figure out, bro, like, how do you ask a woman, do it look like I need my ass waxed? Just by
Because do you know how many people
What does
coming in?
it
I'm pretty
look
sure.
like?
Now look. I'm gonna pose this question to TT. Okay, now TT, how many porn stars or OnlyFans page owners do you have come to you in
Well,
private to
we
get
don't
their?
always get that personal into one's life, and what they do for a living. I have had strippers. I've had some of you guys may know her, Mulatto.
Rosina.
She's an artist, a rap artist,
Get out of
and
here!
I waxed her when she came to DC a few times. It's another grooming thing for women and men too. It's just a
Does she have
grooming.
hairy butt cheeks?
She didn't actually. She didn't know.
Smooth like
It was
eggs.
real pretty and stuff. Well kept. Let's just say that, because I do have a lot of women. It just seemed like the hygiene is not there, believe it or not. And you would think that most women would come in there fresh out the shower or something. You have women coming straight out the gym,
oh no,
straight out of sex, like everything, all
Oh,
conditions.
I can attest to that because I was in dermatology. Let me tell you something. Some of them clients,
So
I
there's
wanted
some
to cuss
type of
out so
spray you
bad.
gotta
Yo,
use
yo,
to
so
disinfect
can
the
I-
area.
Yes, I definitely
All right.
use hospital grade
Now-
disinfectant.
Now, may I ask, being that you said all those situations have happened, has there been an instance where there has been an odor or an aroma that was so heavy you said, all right,
Yes.
we gotta reschedule
I had to ask her to leave and reschedule and also consult with the doctor, because I was sure that it was something that could, be taken care of, but it just was not pleasant at all. And she knew it. She knew it. She was embarrassed
said
getting on the table.
It was that bad? You thought something crawled up?
It was like something
Wow.
dead. Like literally. And I think she had a problem with her is like sebaceous glands, where we sweat out of them and we produce natural oils and secretions. She had an overproductive gland.
Yes, it was an overactive sebaceous gland. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you had to get shot.
And that
you
can
get
cause
shot
odor and
to calm that
bacteria, which
down.
causes yeast infections
Mhm.
and other things like that. But also, your sexual hygiene can affect that as well. What the man
So
is
she
wearing
knew-
and what is he washing up with that can affect a woman's pH and throw her whole balance off and have her smelling fishy. So men got to be careful in what they use,
That's gross.
down there as well.
And to
Listen,
go off
so-
that, you can be clean,
You can
bathing
be
and
clean
everything,
and
but
still
it
have
could be the
fishy
sweat.
odor
It can be
because of
something
that
like, it's just,
imbalance,
yeah.
aura down there.
Yeah.
So it smells so bad. You requested her
men, stop
seek
washing y'all
medical
dicks
help.
with mouthwash.
Oh wait,
No, that'll throw it off.
wait
Using baby mouth soap or something,
wow,
natural soaps.
Wow. All right, so it was that bad. So you suggested medical attention.
Actually, yes, that's in my practice. We're taught that in cosmetology school, especially like dealing with, the scalp and stuff. People can have lice and everything. You're supposed to examine with gloves the scalp or the area that you're treating or giving services on, and then go from there. If it looks off, suggest that they go to a doctor.
Right.
I'm not a doctor. I'm just going off of what I see and the symptoms that I've been taught.
So let me ask you this:
so I can decline services.
On a serious note, how important is it for grooming to be done? Like, I know, like ingrown hairs is a bitch. Is a lot of things effective of bad grooming that it has on your actual skin. So, like, how important is that?
It's very important, but it's really not that strenuous. Honestly, all you got to do is make sure you're cleansing good. If you're not cleansing in the area in a circular motion for at least a minute, 60 seconds, it's not actually working. You're just getting a surface layer. So cleansing is an important step. Toning, you want to bring that natural pH balance back to your skin. So you get toner mist. I get rose petal, rose water, and also putting that hydration back on your skin. I use oils that'll, I would say, mimic your natural sebaceous, excretions, because it's not going to produce more than what you need. So jojoba oil is really good. Coconut oil is really good. And grapeseed oil are really good oils to hydrate your skin, but it's not overbearing.
Okay.
So a good cleanser, I would say a mild, natural cleanser. I like turmeric. It detoxifies, and it also reduces inflammation for the ingrown hair bumps and whatnot. It also, it just cleanses and brings everything to the surface.
That's
And
amazing.
coconut oil has a antiseptic oil, and it has those properties too.
Definitely. And
Coconut
the
oil
little
does.
dab of tea tree oil is really good, antifungal,
Hmm.
antibacterial. It'll
Wow.
kill or dry out all the bumps or pimples you may have.
Hmm.
That is
Well, I learned a
amazing.
lot today so far.
Hey, listen, so I
That's
gotta
good.
ask this question too. I gotta ask this question. Do people get their feet waxed?
Yes, actually, when I wax the legs, you have the options to get your toe knuckles waxed as well, because some people grow hairy knuckles or hair on the top of their foot. So that's an option, and it comes with that service. And like
So
your
you've seen.
arms,
No, I
say
was
that
just
again.
gonna ask. So you've seen. So is the hair on the knuckles of the toes that thick you can see them from afar?
Some people grow thicker hair than others, so it varies from person to person.
That's
Some
I
people
don't
are
true.
have hair
bothered
on
by
my
little hairs
ass,
that
but I have
we
hair
may
on
not
my
see,
toes.
but it bothers them because they know it's there.
I think
I
that
Yeah.
announcement
literally
was
I watched one
unnecessary.
lady, and she actually had probably about 20 hairs that I could pluck, but she'd been waxing for 20, 30 years. And I'm like, you're spending all this money to get 20 hairs removed, but people love it. And if they don't get all the hair, they're not satisfied.
Hmm.
You become addicted to it. It's like, oh, the hair stopped growing. Let me keep doing it. Let me see if more hair could stop growing, or it could be completely bald. Because those are the outcome and the results of waxing as well. The hair will stop growing. You're training the hair not to grow
This is interesting
Right.
because
stuff.
you keep ripping it from the follicle. Just like with edges, if you keep adding tension
Mm.
and ripping the hair out the follicle, it's gonna stop growing. People got to stop doing so much to their hair. Hair like to be left alone,
Hmm.
and
Now
then
we
when
got
it's
right in.
not left alone, it starts to reject. And it's all about what you feed your body to. Water, fruit, vegetables, very important.
Hmm.
Now
What
we got
what
right to
goes
the
in comes
nitty
out.
gritty.
So
Right.
that
We
funk
got
gonna
right to
come
the
out.
nitty.
If you eating funky, you eating junk, it's gonna come out.
That's crazy. Now we got to the nitty gritty, but we never asked you your background. Where are you originally from? And like, what have you been through in life to get to this path?
Wow. I got out the military in 2017. United States Navy. I was a nuclear mechanic. Very dangerous job. I loved it. I loved traveling.
Hell yeah.
Um, I bought my
What?
first house at 21. Um, I became a mother at 22. By 23, I was like, it's time to get out because I want to focus on my family, my life, my growth, and I want to do something that I really want to do and that I enjoy doing. So I was like, I love my time in the Navy, but it came to a point where I just like I needed more. I felt like I was given, but not how I wanted to. You know, my contribution is deeper. Hair care, skin care. It's not about the waxing or the results. It's about, you know, taking care of what's going to, you know, what you want out of it, and, you know, your skincare, and, you know, just taking care of you. But so I got out the military, and like I said, I went straight into hair school, went to barbering school, became a wax artist, and I loved it, and I'm going from here.
Now you said your your MOS, because I'm ex-military. Your MOS was a nuclear mechanic.
Yes, I was an MM.
Jesus Christ! Like, okay, so what made you get into that field? How did you choose that? Do you have to have an IQ out of this world?
Science and math, and also everything I do, it has something to do with science. You know, weirdly, like hair is science. You know, especially to break down, you know, the neutrons, protons, electrons that make up melanin. You know, just everything. And I like to be busy with my hands. I think my gift is in my hands, honestly. Everything I fall in love with is always doing something with my hands. The transition wasn't hard because, you know, whatever I'm dedicated to, I'm going to be diligent in it, and I'm going to study hard, or I'm going to, you know, learn more. Being educated and, you know, learning more every day is a big step in, you know, growing as a person or in your business.
That is amazing.
Not
like,
shutting out knowledge. Nobody knows everything, you know.
Yeah. Hey, look, we're constantly learning.
I learn from my 4-year-old all the time.
Oh, they will definitely teach you.
Oh
I
my
swear.
goodness.
That is so crazy. So you have some inquisitive guys here, and you definitely have, I guess women already know, but how many nipples do you like wax per week?
I have some ladies with some really hairy nipples, but you know, it all goes back to hormones, you know, because we have a lot of hormones that can cause hair growth in unwanted areas or areas that are not normal, quote unquote. So,
that's the testosterone.
Wow. So you mean to tell me that?
Say that again.
So you mean to tell me girls have come into your office with their nipples in a ponytail saying, "Can you do something about this?"
Oh my God, nearly. Oh my God, nearly. It almost scared me the first time I seen it, because I was like, "Oh my God, this can't be real." But she had like a full beard, you know. She was just in, I guess, the manly areas.
She probably had.
Did you check for the balls?
And she had these issues, and her hormones were out of whack. There's medicine that she could take for even birth control could slow the process of hair growing in unwanted areas. But
yeah, that was
a lot of people decline birth control because, you know, the stigma. But there's other holistic ways you can do it. I don't want to go into it because I'm not in practice for holistic, you know, cures or anything like that. But if you research it, there's ways. I know neem oil can actually work as a spermicide and kill sperm for up to 30 seconds. Neem oil, look that up. There's ways to, you know, use herbs to stop your period cramps or stop, you know, or abort a kid. Like, there's so many holistic ways to do things that we will put the pharmaceutical people out of business, you know. But our people need to go back to, you know, the rituals and the medicines that our ancestors used. It's just, we got to start using our natural resources again.
You have an interesting last name. What is your lineage? What is your heritage?
Oh, it's just white backwards.
It's white backwards. It's white backwards.
What the hell? So fresh out the motherland. I'm thinking you Toby and Wigway.
Foundational black today.
But you know, the crazy thing is, all my life I've heard, you know,
trying to make something so deep out there.
Get him, stop.
That name.
No,
but you didn't hear me say Taylor White.
Right.
She did say it.
Yeah. And
but
AI
no, people always ask me, what are you? I'm like, what? Black women can't be beautiful? So I start lying to people. Like,
yo,
you're not,
that is funny though, man. He tried to pull something so deep out that name.
Huh?
and got crashed.
What did he say?
He said he tried to pull something deep out your name.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you done spelled it backwards.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sounding
trying.
stupid as hell on here.
Yo, hold on.
Well, if you don't,
it's the man.
So what was you saying, Star?
I was explaining to her that his favorite term is non-foundational black. I said he won't be using that term today.
Hey, Star, you got one more time to throw a jab, and I got a hook for you. You understand me?
That was
Where
just
you
a
at,
little
Miss Star?
I'm here, honey. Hi. I'm just listening. So I know a lot of the things that you were speaking of. I took cosmetology classes in high school, but I'm more concerned about the pain because, like, I do eyebrows, and I've never done anything but eyebrows, and I do my own. So I've never had a wax by a professional. So I'm just soaking up everything that I can soak in.
So, do you shave?
Yeah, unfortunately, because I be having ingrowns that I got to get with the tweezers after.
So,
But yeah, I shave.
I want to ask you an important question. Which direction do you shave?
I know the proper way to shave, but I
Oh
don't do it
Lord!
that way.
So you
I
go
go
against the
against
grain.
it. Yep, because I get
Oh,
more hair off. I'm a lazy
all
no,
that
I
shaver.
shave.
friction and
No, I
razor
shave
burn
with the
and
grain.
all the abrasions on top of your skin. Because if you think about it, excuse me, babe. No, thank you. If you think about it, there's 5 blades on one razor, right?
Right.
Imagine one stroke. That's 5 passes right there.
I
So
know.
5, 10, 15, you're cutting your skin. That's dead skin. And then you get into the real live skin. And that's why
Yeah.
it burns when you pee sometimes because you cut your skin.
Ouch.
And then you'll have dark, unpigmented or too pigmented
Hyperpigmentation.
marks and scars. And,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
see, now when I shave down below, I use a straight edge razor. You know the razors that we buy to shape our eyebrows with? I use that. So I don't use a traditional razor that I would use for my legs or underarms on my vaginal area. I use a straight edge razor, but when I use it down there, I do go the proper way. I was referring to legs. Legs, I go against the grain
okay.
just to get it
Yeah,
off.
it's the same way because you'll get
I
the
just,
same ingrown hair bumps,
Yes.
I just want
everything.
to say,
Because ultimately, the skin is going to do what it's supposed to do, and that's protect. But if you shaving all the protection off, then you're
You're
going
in
to have more
trouble.
problems, and that can cause more bacteria and infections. So you
Yeah.
want to be careful with that as well. And I always say, go with the grain, not more than about 2 or 3 passes.
Yeah. I'm
man,
pretty particular
And
with
then
Miss Kitty. I do her right. The legs and
good.
You have
underarms,
a
I just get it
nickname
off.
for your shit.
Miss Kitty, yes, yes, of
That's your
course.
nickname. Everybody, shameless plug.
The wax.
Okay,
Hey,
so
the wax
TT, let me ask. Okay,
star.
because I'm with Star. I've never waxed, and I'm interested in waxing, but I'm nervous about it because I never waxed. I do shave, but how is it, or how was your first time when you got a Brazilian?
It was prom night actually, and I was sneaking to go do it. But
Go ahead and snitch. Go ahead.
right, I'm grown now. It's like,
I know, right?
but
Look at him. Look at him.
it was horrible. I'm telling you, it was horrible. I
Mm.
did not prepare at all. If I knew then what I knew now, what I know now, oh my God, somebody should have told me. I went to a nail salon, and that's like,
Oh.
that's the worst place to go. First
Mm-mm.
off, they use the same wax on
Yeah,
every body part. You're
yeah.
not even supposed to do that because the hair, texture is different in different areas of the body. So they use this generic old soft wax, and soft wax is where you put it down and then you lay the strip on top. I use hard wax. I do have soft wax for certain people and certain sensitivities or whatever, but for the main part, I use hard wax, and I'll put the wax down, let it dry, and then rip it up. But they use the soft wax till you lay it down and it doesn't dry. So they put a woven strip over it and then rip it up, which is like, it's going to take everything,
Like
dead
threading.
skin, hair, whatever is under that wax is going to take it off. And so that's just too harsh
Wow.
for that area to me.
Okay, so would
But
you
yeah, it was
suggest
horrible. It was
that?
the worst experience. But I want to tell anybody that haven't had a wax to actually exfoliate. It's important to exfoliate, get those dead skin cells off. You know, do that about 3 times a week. And don't let your hair grow all the way to a bush. Trim it. At least it have to be the length of a grain of rice. And if you recently shaved, I would wait at least 6 weeks. They say 2 to 3 weeks, but it can still be extra sensitive in that area. So I would say 6 weeks, you know, and then trim as necessary. The longer the hair, it can be more painful because it'll snag in different areas. So that's why I say trim, you know, get some scissors and just trim it.
I'm about to say I can't go 6 weeks because that's a bush.
Right.
Yeah, well, you can come about 4 weeks, but at minimum 2 weeks or whatever, and then the sensitivity will lessen.
What's the price of some of your packages? Let's get
Well,
into
I have a Brazilian wax that's $45. That's just basic, everything gone between your thighs and then your butt strip. Everything under that is
But
cheaper.
that's a good price though.
But I have a full body wax package that's from head to toe, whatever you want, and that's $200.
Hey, we
That's a
gonna
good
go
price.
together for Christmas.
Oh yeah, we need
My
to
treat.
Rock. You need to document.
Well, I don't have
when
a bunch of body
you
hair,
need to
But
document Weezy.
the most
and
common package is just a Brazilian wax in an underarms package. So that's 10
So I
for
do
the underarms and then 45 for the Brazilian.
So $55.
Yes.
So may I ask, do they really
It's about
have
15-minute process.
Oh, it takes 15 minutes to dehairify yourself.
Some places take longer. For a first time guest, I can, you know, walk with you a little, you know. Otherwise it's speed waxing. Time is money. And that's why I don't charge as high, because, you know, with the speed waxing, I don't have to charge as much, you know, versus, you know, booking 1 hour, one client. No, and they charging $85 and $90 for one wax. I wouldn't want to come back, you know. So I mean, but you also get what you pay for too, because some people have $15 waxing. I wouldn't go there either. But you know.
So Miss T. So question: do they really have different names for different types of waxing, like the landing strip, the Bermuda Triangle, and crap like that? Do they really got different names for different waxings?
Well, some people would just say, "Oh, I want to leave a triangle on top," or "I want to leave a landing strip." Yeah, they do have those names. Sometimes I'll have to say, "Well, what is that exactly? Let me know. What's your region?"
Have you ever had anybody request you to strip their hair to make it look like an arrow pointing at the?
No, the only thing I've had was like a triangle on top, or like just a regular landing strip. People don't get too crazy about it.
So do you do?
You know, I would like to be creative.
Do you do BBWs for men?
You said what? They call
BBWs for men. No, I'm talking about the Brazilian ball wax. Like, I'm just saying. Like,
she said she waxed full body. God. That means the gooch and everything else.
Right. I don't know about that.
I'm specifically talking about the testicles.
I can get it for you, I promise.
That's connected to the gooch. Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm going to get it all.
You want to talk about sensitivity. Painful. You want to talk about sensitivity. So
male models I mean, it's just a lot of people think, oh, it's, you know, it's homo, or that's bull, you know, like it's another grooming thing that we can add to our life. Like, it's not gay or what people want to call it. I don't get that.
You should see me trying to shave my coin purse. And my gooch. Like, I like a clean. I want anybody that, just in case I go to the hospital, I got a clean coin purse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my shit hair free.
They go Rock's favorite term.
So
that's Rock's favorite word.
Bruh.
Coin purse.
Bruh. It is not terrible. A coin purse, bruh.
It's called a coin purse, sir.
No, it's not, bruh.
No, the hell it's not.
Bruh.
So I have a question.
Oh,
So
man, this is-
considering that there's like tons of strange, unusual, and sometimes weird fetishes, have you ever had a client climax on your table, male or female?
Wow.
I don't
Good
think
question.
climax, but I have had an instance where a girl ejaculated. So she squirted.
That's a climax.
Like,
That's a climax.
yeah, well, she
That's it.
didn't.
She
I
finished.
don't know, like,
She
I don't,
finished.
like,
Look at his face.
it
She
just
finished.
happened. Like,
Look
it
at
was
that.
so out of nowhere. Like, she didn't even know it was happening. Like, it scared the shit out of me.
Nah, that means you.
You are telling me. I hate to cut you off because I know you got to continue, TT. But you are telling me that ripping out a hair will make a woman squirt.
No,
I have the formula all wrong.
You know how many nerve endings there are by at your clit?
That
And
Yeah,
means
know
you
how
have
many
hair at your clit. You have hair there.
follicles are that close. It's bound to happen. And also, I have to taunt the skin, so I have to stretch the skin so that way the wax don't snap out of my hand. So I have to pull the clit sometimes, like pull the skin up, and
It's
then
a lot
pull
of hair
the wax.
right there.
You know,
It's hard
if
to
I just
shave
let
right
the
there.
skin stay loose, it's gonna hurt more. Like it just happens sometimes.
How many
I think a lot of
clients
women
have
are
you
more
had?
nervous
No.
with that part.
It just happens sometimes. So
Like,
they're
I
that
can
nervous
tell
they
you,
squirt. What the fuck?
Nobody,
look.
I don't think anybody going there with
It's not
intentions
nervous. It's the
to get
nerve.
pleasure out of waxing.
Yeah.
You want pain at that point. Like you're expecting pain, not pleasure, or not a situation where you had no idea it was going to happen like that.
How many clients have you had that are pierced down below, and have any of them had a Prince Albert?
Yeah, definitely a few of the men, but the women, I would say it wasn't that common. It was probably like maybe 5%. If that was very
What the hell is a Prince Albert? I'm
Well,
not Googling.
It's a piercing through your dick hole, sir.
Not through the hole.
Now that seemed like that.
Yes, it is. It's through the hole.
It's through the hole.
I wouldn't even want that.
It goes through the hole and out
my
the side of the
out.
head.
Like,
Oh, you don't know what a Prince Albert is? No, it's test.
I thought it went. I thought it went through the
is it
shaft.
horizontal or
through
it
the
go
hole of the
like
head.
that?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Kind of like
'Cause
hooks
Prince
out,
Albert,
right?
because you got to remember, Prince
Right.
Albert is the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Your thing freezing
No.
up.
Well,
And thank God it is. Please continue, TT.
now,
Oh, I'm lit, y'all. My
well, he
bad.
had, well, quote unquote, for a Prince
He's-
Albert pulled stress.
God is trying to tell him.
I'm telling you,
Something.
it's got to be something. He ain't on your line right now. He is not letting you through.
But yeah, so I mean, we've gone over all the weird
Apparently
things,
not.
and okay, okay, bro, you back now? You bounce back now? What was you saying, sir? Prince Albert was what? History lesson, y'all, for your dick piercings.
No, Prince Albert was the dude who was no, because if y'all ever read a Ripley's Believe It or Not book, Prince Albert was the dude who would pull trucks and all that crap, like with his piercings.
Oh
and his
yeah.
junk and all that crap. So yeah, lift up cinder blocks and shit.
Dumbass.
Yeah, I didn't know his name, but I know that.
Rock's
Yeah.
avatar is the most hilarious shit I've seen
So-
for the past hour right
So
now.
TT, we do have to get into it because everybody wants to know, because what are the differences in waxes? How natural do you go? You know what I mean? How do you formulate it? Because you did deal with nuclear. You were a fucking nuclear mechanic, which I've never heard before, which is amazing to me. You ain't got no like 6 toe or nothing like that. You ain't no Simpsons type nigga. Hey, yeah. But how do you formulate it? Do you make them from scratch yourself, or how do you go about that?
No, I do. I purchased mermaid wax. It's the best wax that I've used. I like it because it's gentle on the skin, and it's the least painful wax I've experienced. And it's so elastic, so it doesn't like get hard and break on the skin. Whereas some wax, it just like solidifies totally, and that's I don't know. It just seemed like it could be more chafing to the skin and drying because it absorbs your oils too. So I've used the mermaid wax, which actually has the natural oils that we produce in our skin as well in it. And it also, when it comes up softer and it's lighter on the skin. And it's not as, chafing, like I said, or drying to the skin.
So it's like moisturizing wax in a way.
Say that again.
It's like a moisturizing wax in a way.
It's definitely, and a protective wax. And I like it also because it has sparkles in it. So, yeah. I have the blue one and the purple one and also a clear one. So that's really cool.
People really give a damn about sparkles
it looks pretty.
in their wax.
It's for her,
I like
not
To
for
you,
her.
it does just make your day better,
It's
or does
for
it make
her.
everybody else feel great?
I do the hand tricks with the wax and create like a little bud on my stick, and they like to see the little show before I give them pain. It's the pleasure before the pain, and it eases it.
So you're telling me that people walk in there and they're like, "Look, I want it
it's just
fast and furious, but the motherfucker must look like furry dust at the same time. It has to sparkle, and that's going to ease my tension because everybody's butthole, pee hole, toes should be
That's what you
clenched.
think about.
You know what? I'm gonna come in there.
And your ass gonna be pretty too, because it's gonna be soft as a baby's bottom when you're done.
Now, let me ask you this. There's been a thing going around where women are taking pictures laying on their man's butt cheeks, okay? So I guess
Oh, hell no.
Nobody's ever seen this? Nobody's ever seen this. Nobody.
No.
Bro,
Not
what
a
the
damn
fuck
soul.
do you browse?
I guess
Hey,
my
bro.
friends on social media know not to post no stuff like that.
Because men, we don't
Laying
look at
on
our
his butt
asses
cheeks
like
and
that. That's the
doing
last
what?
thing we look at. That's the last thing we see. It's like a fly. That's the last thing we see before we die. You understand me? Like our assholes. Is that
You know the condition of your ass.
I don't know if my ass is like too hairy or not. Like, how do you know?
If
Like,
when
what
you
the fuck?
washing your ass, you know
can
if
feel
it's
it.
hairy or not.
Well, then I must be in Indian because I don't got no hair on my ass. Like,
Look, you don't rub your skin down with lotion or oil.
yeah, nah, I'd rather not make love to myself. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my God, you gotta love yourself first.
What you
You
mean?
don't lotion your butt
What
cheeks.
you mean?
Massage
Moisten
your
my
skin.
ass
Love
cheeks
your
for
skin.
what?
Talk to your
So
skin.
they won't be dry.
For
Speak
what?
lovely things to your skin. It will
Massage?
flourish.
Hold on, wait.
So it'll feel
I
good
was-
in your underwear. Why you don't lotion your butt cheeks?
Young, have you ever listen? Let me tell y'all something.
And
Let me tell
imagine
you
a
something.
relaxed ass in some silk or some silky satiny boxer briefs or boxers. Like that's gonna feel so good. Like my skin feels like
I don't want to
silk.
feel silky. I don't want to feel silky. I don't really want to feel silky. Like I do
Okay.
hard labor
You
every
feel
day. I
rough
don't want to
and
feel
all
silky.
dry and alligator skin.
No, I don't have alligator skin. I actually have very soft skin for a man,
What
naturally.
man?
But
What does that mean? There's that stigma.
no, I mean for a man. I mean,
I
'cause
know plenty
Get 'em,
of men
girl.
who takes very well takes good time and dedication with their skin. They get facials, they get manicures, pedicures, they treat their skin.
I get mani and petties. I like get my
You get
calves rubbed and all that
massages.
stuff. But
You get facial,
yeah,
bro?
hell yeah. Hey, look, listen. I got to give her a backstory because I did massage therapy,
Ooh.
so I get that part. Like I get exfoliation and all that stuff, but I just ain't never really,
had a
lotion
time.
myself down. Like I mean, I do manual labor, like, and I can peel calluses off my hand. Like it just naturally just falls away. I don't have that problem. Like I don't have scaly skin and nothing like that. You know what I mean? But
Do you drink enough water?
I drink a shitload of water. So I should have scaly skin if I drink water?
No.
Okay. I have naturally soft skin.
Actually pretty moist and simple. Healthy skin
Man,
is moist and supple.
You are gonna put a pause in between all these damn supples and moistures and all this stuff. You gonna give us a break because ain't nobody gonna sit up here and agree with that. You know, it's certain things. Hey, look, listen. I'm 261 pounds and I shave in between my legs. It's the most weirdest shit that I've ever done in my life, but I continuously do it because I feel like a clean plate needs to be eaten off of. You understand what I'm saying?
Now
It's just a case. It's just a case.
Well, I think
Don't no
that's
woman wanna
preferred, you know, from a woman anyway.
Yeah,
A well-groomed man.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. But men don't rub their ass cheeks in the mirror. Like, we just not into that. It's just not something.
I was joking with you. I know most men do not. Men don't do that. I'm just messing with
We
you.
barely dry our backs. That hey, look, we come out the shower and it's still shit on our backs. You know, like real talk.
Whole shirt be wet. Like, damn.
Right. Like, wait a minute. Did you have a towel? What the hell?
Didn't feel like nothing to me. Felt regular to me. Fuck your spirit and everything you stand for.
Back like I never left. Had to switch cameras in this mug.
Hey.
He doubled back.
Oh yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
And I don't know if I came back on the right. All I heard was AI talking about rubbing his ass. Like, I think I came back at the exact wrong time.
I think I was sticking up for all men in this group right here, and I was trying to defend us and saying that we don't love ourselves like that. No, we don't get out the shower and want to rub ourselves with silky, smooth lotions and stuff like after a hot shower. Like
it's fine to put those on with damp skin. Actually, it absorbs better, you know, when you have damp skin. So don't scrub your skin with a towel, just pat dry lightly, and then put your oil on top of that. Your moisture will thank you all day. That oil will stay in your skin longer than what you put it on dry skin.
So, Miss Sweet Tea, may I ask you a question, please?
Hold on, wait a minute. Star was getting ready to say something. Hold on.
Oh, well, Star, you can go first. Go first.
I was saying, so I've been sitting here quiet, right? And I've been listening and I've been laughing, but AI, are you really telling me that you've never had a woman run you a hot bath, bubble bath or whatever, after work, lay you down and full body massage you? Are you really telling me this?
Damn.
I would be lying if it didn't happen, but we're talking about, can I take my own hands and rub on my own ass
what difference
after a
does
shower?
It make once you've let a woman give you a full body
weird
massage?
Look, the only time I use lotion, and we ain't gonna talk about that. That's a personal thing. I like candles, have a seance. I try to call on the spirits to make my orgasm better. Like,
go ahead, alcohol in it too.
Jesus.
Sweet Tea. So I know
situation.
Sweet Tea. Now I know you had to have been the driver in a bunch of first time situations with your clients. Now granted, please tell me the craziest experience you've had with somebody who got waxed for the first time. Did somebody haul off and accidentally smack somebody off the first rip?
Almost did. I got kicked before. Oh my God.
Elaborate, please. Elaborate. We gotta hear this.
So when I have my ladies getting waxed, for the Brazilian, I'll have them lay back with their legs in a butterfly position. So bottom of your feet touching and your legs bent as far back as you can, bringing them to your, upper part of your body. Actually, I was waxing her butt. So pretty much you'll lay on your back with your knees to your chest. And when I went to rip, she kicked me. I was like, I wanted to beat her ass. But I was like, I don't know how, but something told me to just think about it, because I could have blacked out on that girl. But I know it was just a reaction. I was like, maybe I'm going to just start positioning myself a little differently so this can't happen again. Because she excuse my language and I'm not racist, but she was a polo white girl. And she probably would have, she didn't want these hands, but I knew it was just the reactions I was understanding.
So
That
she,
was
so
one of the most crazy because it shocked me. Like
so
I
it
had
was, so
never
she
had that
straight
happen
up,
before.
so she straight up donkey kicked you like off
Like
reaction, like
she,
pop,
like
like
she
in the.
just lost her shit. I mean, her feet went everywhere. Like it kicked me in my chest. Thankfully, it wasn't my face.
I'm about to say, oh, thank God it wasn't
I
your
would have
face.
lost my job at that point, but I'm like, it don't hurt that bad, and you know what to look for.
Thank
You
God it wasn't
know
your
it's
face.
hair coming out your follicle, so contain yourself. But that's probably like the worst. Other than that, I had a girl who she just left patchy. Like she had random spots because she was like, it hurts so bad, I cannot go through with it. I'm just gonna leave. I was like, you
So,
sure?
so if the job you gave her had a name, you gave her the Dalmatian.
Yeah, it was the Dalmatian because when I lay my strips of wax, I'm never going the same area twice because I'm gonna spread that pain or discomfort rather than just keep ripping in that same area at the same time. So I'll go one on the left side, then one on the bottom right, and then top left and bottom right. I'll just change this in the area that I'm waxing so it won't be, as much pain in that same area constantly.
Oh, true. So Miss T, can you please tell people where they can find you, get in contact with you if they want to book an appointment and so on and so forth? How can they get in contact with you?
Yeah, so my Instagram is the number 2, so @2 sweet_touch. So 2sweet_touch. And you can also find the booking link on my bio.
Nice.
Thank you so much for coming, TT. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, give it up for the special
Y'all got
guest.
my nerves jumping.
I told you if they was gonna ask you some questions. I did warn you.
I like the energy.
You gave us a lot of educational
with you guys.
Oh, good.
Next time I'm gonna have to come to y'all so y'all go video record me because my hand hurt. I got a little muscle. I got a full leg tomorrow to do in the morning, and I think I gotta go soak my arm or something because just holding the camera, I gotta get a new tripod or something.
I think that me, Rock, and K Quick, I think that we can accept that challenge and we'll both all go get waxed.
You got me fucked up today. You got me fucked up today. You got me fucked up today.
You don't want to have your ass waxed?
No, you can get your ass wet. You can get your ass wet. Star can get hers wet.
Room is outside.
Well, I really don't grow a lot of hair, so I win this. I only got hair like on my knuckles and like little Neanderthal little areas, little weird areas like that. But probably would kill me.
Audio with you getting your gooch waxed. That's what we're gonna do.
That ain't gonna happen.
So you're gonna have to get
the audio.
No. Well, we gonna document.
we definitely gonna.
Everybody get one wax. You get your underarms, your butt.
I will look. I will get my underarms before anything else. I will, like, straight up. And I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna document Phoenix. We're gonna document Star getting the butt. How do you call it? A butt strip. They're gonna get that done. And with Star, and just to warn you. And just to warn you, with Star, she got a lot. So you're gonna have to take like a piece of a bed sheet and put wax on that, and then just run it down and just take a running start and just rip it off like
your great Uncle Rufus.
Hyperpigmentation, you guys can use turmeric, some honey, and some aloe vera gel. Make it into a paste. And leave it on for about 10 minutes. That lightens dark marks, whether you have acne scars or anything like that. So that's turmeric powder, a little bit of honey, and some lemon juice. And you can add the aloe vera. It's really great. 10 minutes, about 3 times a week. You don't want to do it too much because the turmeric can stain your skin. So pigmented, the yellow. That's what they use in curry powder and whatnot. But it's really good for inflammation and it detoxes your skin.
That's lit. Everybody, can we please give another hand for Miss T coming on here and delivering all this educational information? We definitely enjoyed you today.
And we will definitely have you back. And it's probably going to be after you torture us all.
Hey, one more thing. And before your first time wax, if you have any questions, just DM me. I'm free to answer any questions. Or if you know it may be embarrassing or too private, just DM me.
That's lit. Much
We
love,
definitely
Queen.
will. Thank you so much.
All right,
Hey.
guys.
Good
ya.
night.
Much love, Queen. Much
Doses.
love.
Much love.
Now that was fun.
Yeah, that was dope. But before we
That
move
was
on,
amazing.
I gotta address something. Bro, hey, what type of friend are you to volunteer me to get my ass or my gooch wax?
No, volunteer
Bro.
us, dog. We
Bro,
gotta.
this is a challenge that we can post, bro. It'll be so dope for us to scream and writhe in pain.
Together?
And I will gladly
Yeah,
host the
no, not
panel.
together, bro. I'm not gonna be in the same room screaming with you, motherfuckers.
Well, like for one
One of these
how
ladies
about
gonna have to
this?
hold my legs open while I tuck my nuts and get my gooch wax, bro.
Bro,
There's gonna be some
Alright,
feminine
wait.
energy in that
I
motherfucker.
would rather be the color commentator for this here challenge. I'll just
Bro,
be on
you
the
don't
side.
want to see the crack of my ass or any of that.
No, I'm
You're
gonna
definitely color commentator.
I'm gonna be standing outside the door and commenting on the sounds. Oh damn! I think she caught a crease.
Hey, bro, what
Listen to that one, y'all hear that shit?
what type of man dating that you gonna drink pink Moscato afterwards?
Nah, bro, we not gonna drink pink Moscato, bro. We gonna have cigars and chitlins, motherfucker. I'm planning on eating chitlins while I'm getting that shit now.
Eating
Thug
Eating chitlins. Hey, bro,
Yep.
look, let me tell you like this. You on your own. You on
You
your
just throwing
own.
stuff out there. You need to quit. You need to quit.
You hold on, wait a minute. You would go get your gooch wax, but you won't eat a hot gummy bear. What is wrong with you?
I'm not gonna do that, bro. My stomach
You
is
rather
gonna kill me way more. You know, that's the second brain, bro. Have you ever eaten any hot shit? That
Yeah,
shit
bro.
goes to your second brain, bro. Your asshole talks to you before you go home. Your asshole knows when you are about to pull up to the driveway before you know.
Hey, bro, if your asshole can talk, you need to go and make some money.
Hey, bro, you can make there's an audience for that on OnlyFans. You better sign up.
Hey, listen. I'm a freak and all, yeah, but I ain't on that freaky shit. Hey, yeah, my asshole does not literally talk; it talks to me. You dig? It's a second conscience. It's like a brain, bro.
OMG.
You know, it just is what it is. So you telling me, ladies, that's the reason why y'all stink so bad when y'all finally do shit, because your assholes don't tell you when it's time to be home. Y'all ain't never been caught
What the hell?
trying to pull your zipper down, trying to drop a turd. That's some bullshit.
Bruh.
We didn't even say anything. First of all.
I could have swore.
But no, all they did was laugh, dog. All they did was laugh. I'll say
I'm not
that.
even
that's
touching
what it is.
Everybody
All I
bodies
gotta
know
say-
when they go to their front door. You know when you at home. That's why we always run in the damn bathroom. Duh.
All
Y'all
I
always gotta
can say
pee.
is-
I've never heard a woman have to shit like an
You're
emergency
not
shit.
gonna hear us
No, they
tell
don't
you that
announce
we had
that.
to shit real bad because we don't want you to know that, but we do.
But y'all announce that y'all gotta piss any given day. You don't care where
because
y'all at.
it's pee. It's pee, but
Right.
we don't want you to know that we pooping. It's just a girl. We just don't want you to know.
And Star,
family. What? No. I was gonna say, speaking of dropping turds, I'm reminding everybody to go vote.
Facts.
Drop that turd.
Oh, see. Oh, I like how she did that. You see how she did that?
and what are you voting for? The same toilet, different toilet, same shit. Like we trying to figure out. Like what are we
If
voting for?
if that's the way you putting it, then I'm voting for a turd that smells like roses. How about that?
What?
But
Have you not?
Boo boo.
Bro,
But have you not
thank
listened?
you.
Have you not listened to
Thank you.
Outkast?
That was my point.
Caroline.
So look, on a serious note, if anybody does not know who to vote for, you can write in Tell them A-Rock and AI or K-Quick. We would definitely serve the country right. Take over the world.
Please write me in.
I'm sorry.
Write me
I
the
can't
fuck in.
look. Nah.
Write me in.
I tell you who I won't be writing, and it definitely will not be Quick. He is just a chocolate Trump.
Whoa! Yo, put her in the damn back. Put her backstage right the fuck now. Put her backstage. Thank you. Put her and keep her ass the fuck back there. That's the most disrespectful ass insult I've ever gotten this year. Fuck out of here.
You a chocolate
You ain't getting no. For one, I'm not even look. I'm coffee, motherfucker. Put her back again. She wasn't back there long enough. Put her back.
Ain't no put her back.
Put her back.
You know why you deserve that? Because as you always do, you start talking before you finish listening. You didn't even hear the full statement, so you go to the damn backstage. How about that? Now, like fine. I said,
say what the fuck you gotta say.
Writing quick in because when it comes to his smart ass mouth, he is just the chocolate Trump.
Can we bring him back?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, look, I said yeah. Weezer said no.
Right, put her in the back. Put her in the back for saying the wrong shit. Put her back there. Put Weezy in the back.
Put me in the back.
Put her in the back. Thank you.
Look, we need a
you know what? We need a man movement real quick. Put both of them ladies in the back real quick.
Oh, hell.
Thank you.
Negroes only. Negroes only.
I like that you put her in right when she was about to say, "Oh hell no!" Right.
So look, real quick, before we bring the ladies back,
I'm about to get cursed the fuck out.
I just want y'all to know that they gonna cuss me out.
They cussing us all the fuck out.
Weezy has had a middle finger up for 5 minutes. We
about to get cussed the fuck out.
Hey,
y'all. Since they ganging up on us, we gonna gang up on them in silent protest to these niggas.
Good.
And you want to know something, ladies? Go ahead and kick off the next one. We're going backstage. So let me ask you this: how much sex?
I wasn't finished. I was not fucking finished because I just found out tonight that women can come off anything. How do you squirt all of the goddamn wax?
Rock put himself in the backstage.
Yeah, he put himself back.
Do y'all not understand? Do y'all go ahead, Saul?
I know. I was agreeing with you. He put himself backstage. I said he forgot his 2 damn cohorts. See, now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, send the little rascals to the back.
Hey, y'all. Okay. We free.
See,
y'all can come back now.
What's the next daggone topic?
He was talking about, I think he was about to ask how much sex is enough sex. I think, come back, Rob. We don't know what you want to talk about.
I think that's a good topic to start.
Should have been paying attention.
Oh, I was saying to took him out. Okay, so I do have some stats on that. Would y'all like to join us on the stats? So y'all want to sit backstage and put your feet up?
Nope, we like to take this moment.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
How much sex is too much sex, ladies?
Good question. Good question. Good question.
Okay, hold on. Can we let Mo finish what he was saying about how is it that we can ejaculate off of anything? Go ahead.
Nope.
I'm just trying to come off of getting my balls waxed. That's all. Now I can go in prison.
You call them balls, bro. Thank you. No more coin purses.
I think you would have to have candle wax for that. That would be a little bit more warmth. It had more warmth on it. But anyway, to the stats. Okay, so this here was from the Sun. The article in the Sun. It was from last March. This is a British study. 90% of men and 71% of women masturbate at least 3 to 4 times a week. We have 38% prefer sex bareback. Y'all know what that means. 84% of millennials, which is us, are having sex twice per week. 38% of men watch porn every day. What else we got? 58% of men have used a sex toy, basically like the flashlight, or the pussy. What you call it?
Pocket pussy.
Pocket pussy. I couldn't get it out. And 79% have used a sex toy. 79% of women have used a sex toy. 22% of men say they masturbate daily. 15% of women say they masturbate daily.
They lying.
This is just 15% of women, and this is a British study. You think
That's the reason why I can't buy no fucking cucumbers. They're all gone.
You don't use cucumbers to masturbate.
It's not. Hey, you never know.
Some people might. I mean, if that's all you can get your hands on. But we don't. Most of the time we don't use.
So what do y'all use?
Dildos.
They use all. They got all this electrical equipment that they be using.
I mean, anybody got time for all that?
I ain't got no toys.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all are the very fucking reason why we have a gender divide right now, because you fucking robots. Okay? You out here fucking robots instead of the real thing. We are still.
What if we can't get the real thing?
You ain't fucking us. You're fucking a robot.
What if we can't get the real thing? First of all, second of all, use your fingers. You can use your fingers. That's quick. Let me tell you something. I'm a mom of 5. Okay. Most times. Now, my oldest son, he doesn't live with me anymore. He's with his dad. Okay. But I also have nieces and nephews that come over here. Sometimes I got to go get something real quick. It could be like 3 o'clock. I need to go do that because I'm stressed out and I'm trying to kill him. I don't smoke. I ain't got time to grab nothing. I only have one sex toy as it is. That's all I have. I had that for 3 years. I barely use it. So.
Proud of you.
So. Sometimes you do. I can actually go by this. People that masturbate a certain amount of times. I don't, but sometimes I got to defrag, so I'll go and do a little quick. I'm trying to kill them. I don't smoke, and I'm fine. I ain't got time to grab. So,
hold on. So to mellow yourself out, to ease some stress, you go rub one out.
Absolutely.
Very rarely. I don't. Rarely.
I do that.
So, because sometimes it's the tension. It's to help you, like, it's like a cigarette. It's like
if the world just sat down one time a day and rubbed one out, would it be a better place?
Yes,
it would be so many happy people.
Man.
First and foremost, let's look at our closest cousins that we share 98.9% or 98 point something percent genetics with, the bonobo chimps. Okay.
Called me a mother.
The bonobo chimps actually have sex at any moment in order to calm. And out of the chimpanzees that we know who have the large fangs, just like the bonobos, they are a different breed. They actually calm and have a different hierarchy because they have sex with each other randomly. Women do it to each other. Now, this is going to sound weird. Kids do it to their mothers. Whatever the fuck it takes, they have sex randomly in order to calm and quell and keep everything at peace. I think that people aren't having enough sex now.
They're animals. They're animals. And that's just,
And Rod, can you please bring up Zena's last comment?
Yeah, I would get ready.
That's a whole public service announcement right there.
It will. And vibrators are not good. Vibrators are not good.
I was going to say that's if you even have them, right?
Yeah,
how many fucking times have I said this?
You said it.
I'm pretty sure everybody said it a lot. But we're just saying vibrators are not really good. It's good if you want to get something like that, like a real quick. But it does numb you.
You fucking your sensitivity up, all your nerves.
Yeah, and
shit.
so no, I don't use vibrators.
I was about to say
I wasn't born with a vibrator,
and I can't use them anyway. So it is what it is.
Thank you, Zena. Sometimes you got to get in that. You got to go do it because I'm telling you, these kids.
That's why
I'm a full-time mom. Goddamn.
That's why they got them shower heads with all them sittings.
If I don't get it out, somebody gonna get punched. I'm trying to tell you. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Is that why
I gotta say this because Zena says she takes a special shower when men take a special shit. Okay. You think we in there shitting? I'm on that motherfucker with a lot of lotion and I'm dogging my dick. You understand me? I'm going ham on that bitch. I might switch hands. I'm ambidextrous. I might go left. You understand?
Bruh, fuck out of here.
No, I mean, me personally, in all honesty.
So is this why you're
single woman?
Hold on.
I was saying, me currently being a single woman, to be honest and be transparent, I probably masturbate about 5 times a week. And yeah,
you got time to do that?
Beautiful thing. I have my own bathroom in my bedroom, remember?
Oh
So
God.
I ain't got to
So-
be bothered with the kids at all. Lock the bedroom door, go in my bathroom, lock that door too.
So
What are y'all
Weezy,
afraid?
is that a secret to your very, very glowful complexion? Is that you frequently masturbate to keep the glow popping in your complexion?
You know,
Oh,
no, because I don't masturbate enough for that to actually be that way.
Well, you need to spread the secret.
I don't have a secret. I just
Oh, see, she all natural, folks. That's natural. No, all that is sun and cocoa butter.
it's shake
Nah,
it.
we gotta call TT back because evidently she got the formula, and it probably has something to do with horse manure or something. Yeah, 'cause she's a nuclear mechanic. Yeah, ain't no telling what the fuck TT done came up with. Yeah, and I love her. Hey, look,
Yeah,
I
she
love
dope.
everything she talking
TT
about.
is
But
dope.
so are
yeah,
y'all
she
really
don't.
saying that? I'm sorry, AI. I thought you was done. I'm just asking you specifically. So you're saying that pain is not pleasurable to you?
Pain is not pleasurable to me.
Yes.
Some form of pain.
I do like to be L'd out a little bit, slightly.
Oh, what?
Not L out though.
What is that? Wait a minute. Do I even want to know what the fuck that means? I don't even know what that means, and I don't think I want to know.
I'm
You
scared.
I done
like to
dealt with
be
women
choked
that thought
with.
that I done dealt with women that thought that they had to be bitten like I was a vamp, like they were vampires and shit. Like I've had to suck on their necks and all that shit, like really dig in with the teeth. Like
Okay,
I've
that's
seen
too
it
much.
all.
Biting
I've
feels
seen it
good, but
all.
not that.
No, you don't. Wait a minute,
yes.
Weezy. You mean to tell me you don't like a little bit of blood drawn
Nah,
What the-
from a
I'm good.
bite?
I'm good.
You won't even notice it in the moment.
Look, let me tell you something. I like some form of pain, but don't break my skin, damn it. No.
You won't notice it until after you take the shower the next morning.
And I don't want to notice it. I don't want to feel that. Pain is
K
pleasurable
Quick look
for
like
me
the type that
in the
he likes to get
moment.
whipped like a slave.
I know.
You
Let's
want me
I
not
think
do
you
that.
like to get whooped like a slave,
No.
bro. You look like the
No,
slave
no,
whooping
no,
type
no,
dude. Yeah, like
Let's not even do
Since we
that.
on whipping, since we're on whipping, this dom and submission situation. Have you ever been in the submissive or the dominant situation?
Never
would
been
you
to sub.
try it?
Never been a sub.
You never been a sub? Really?
I've
Why
never
is
been
that?
a
Oh,
sub.
you never been a sub? You never had.
No.
So you
Mm-mm.
always the dom. You always having.
Yes.
You
I
always
have a
forcing dudes
6
around.
foot. I have a 6 foot whip right now, and yes, I will cuff you, tie you up. Yes, I've never been a sub. Nope, nope, nope.
That's how you
Why?
just ain't
Hold
met.
on,
You just
wait. I need a deep dig in it. Why? Why won't you be the sub?
she ain't met the
I
right dude to
didn't
break
say
her
I
down yet.
won't be. I just
Well, why?
okay. So to be quite honest, it's a huge level of distrust. You know, a lot of people don't know what they're doing in the dominant role. So if I haven't watched you dominate somebody else or something like that, I won't be your guinea pig. I have years and years of training at this. Okay, paddles, whips, chains, the works. So I know that I ain't gonna kill you and you don't even need a safe word. Then you tying and chaining me up. Oh no, ma'am. No,
So,
ma'am, no, ma'am.
What's an example of you watching somebody dominate someone else? Like, what do you have to see?
Well, lifestyle parties. You have to. It's a lot to take in. Like it's fun, but there's logistics before you get to the fun. Like I'll give you an example. Let's say my body size. You have to know how much pressure to use before you swing a paddle or before you swing a whip. You have to know that person's pain tolerance. Like you feel me? If you don't know their background, they might get triggered. They might get up, look for a gun, and blow you away because they was abused before. There's things that have to go into before you just start cuffing people and beating the hell out of them.
But then in that situation, I would think that you will want to teach somebody.
Yeah, I can teach them on someone else, not on me.
how the fuck you teach somebody while you handcuffed?
So you,
And
that's when you
that-
bring.
no,
That's
no,
when you
not
bring the
while you're
girl in.
handcuffed. Not while you're handcuffed. Like, okay, baby, come in. Take this paddle. I want you to see how much of this I can take. Or not while you're cuffed, not while you're tied up. There are different things that you can do.
But she
Usually-
says she wants to
So
bring a subject in as like a
Yeah,
test object.
But each person is different, so you can't necessarily do that because that person may not be able to take the amount of pain that you can.
What
I
makes you
think
think she
that-
probably won't? She probably won't pick somebody
Well,
that's
it's not
similar to
really-
her build.
And not only that, it's not really about how much pain that person can take as opposed to your pain. It's just teaching the basics, the same as, if you've never played tennis before and you
Right.
step on the court, they're not going to tell you, well, this is how hard Serena hits the ball, so I need you to mimic it. They teach you the proper strokes, the proper form. Like, okay, so lifestyle parties, right? One of my favorite games is Adult Simon Says. You usually do that with couples. The woman may say, okay, well, he's a tender lover. Sometimes I need him to be more aggressive. So if you're already skilled at that type of thing, then you would take the couple off into a private room, let them massage each other, get comfortable, and then you would proceed to teach them. You would Simon Says them to make sure that he, is giving his wife or girlfriend an enjoyable time. And then if he wants to switch roles and try, then you guide her too. So it's not all about, what exactly you'll be doing to me. It's just knowing that what you do, you're doing properly.
So I guess that just ended it, but
No, go ahead.
I didn't have shit to say. I'm
Oh,
just
because I'm
shocking
waiting for you to ask. But
I'm like,
that's
you
a
gotta
good, that's a good
pre-spank a nigga. You gotta pre-spank a motherfucker in front of me
no.
in order for me to know how violent you are. Like, hey, listen, I think that's where intimacy comes in, yeah. And I don't know where the fuck Star is
So,
getting her
wait a minute,
intimacy from, but it ain't right.
So do you kunta kinte motherfuckers with that whip
Hold
you
on,
got?
y'all. I gotta get my charger.
If it's someone that has a high tolerance for pain. So like back in the day, I used to do a lot of parties for local police officers. I won't say what districts or nothing. I ain't gonna put them on blast, but police officers, they particularly like pain because they're usually in positions of power. So they don't want the little sexy handcuffs with the fur. They want you to really cuff them with their cuffs. Really, like that scene in Players Club was more accurate than people realize. Most police officers really like for you to beat them down. Like I had one that used to like to pay for you to just punch him in the face, handcuff him to something and just punch him in the face and punch him in the face. And that was his thing. Then others actually like the whip. Some like belts. One like to be choked with a belt. Like you just got to know the person. They like it.
So how many white officers have you made say it loud?
Leave it to quit.
No, I want to know, since you brought that scene into it. Have you made an officer say it loud?
Yeah, I have.
I knew you have.
I don't think that shit is fair. And I think that you are training them to take and pull their guns out and shoot the shit out of us. Like, what the fuck, young? Hey, look, stop. Hey, look, these motherfuckers, stop whipping on these cops, man. They got a fetish.
Bring it back.
It absolutely is a fetish. And you mentioned intimacy. The truth of the matter is, when the lights are low, candles or whatever, music is going, and you're with a person that you love, having another person there, if that's y'all thing, can only heighten it. It actually brings the intimacy. There's a such thing as intimacy classes where you pay someone who's skilled at it to teach y'all how to touch, rub, love, and be intimate with each other before the actual sex. You be women pay for those classes because their husband is just so excited by her that he just like to jackrabbit her and turn over satisfied. And she's like, I need more than that. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to have a third person there teaching you. And everything doesn't always end up in a threesome. Sometimes it's just the experience and you need somebody to tell y'all, well, slow down a little bit. I saw that she responded when you rubbed her hair. So rub her hair some more. Or I saw his reaction when you cuffed his balls, whatever. It's just an extra pair of eyes in the room to see what
it's called voyeurism.
Well, it's called voyeurism when you get off on it. It's teaching when you're in the room to show them how to do it with each other. It's slightly different.
That's kind of like,
and that's kind of scary. That's kind of fucking scary to me because going on 40 years on this planet, you dig what I'm saying? Like, I guess intimacy is everything. You adapt and overcome. Like, anytime that you have a certain female, I've always been able to, okay, this is what you want. You want dominance? I got dominance. You dig what I'm saying? You want intimacy? I got intimacy. You dig? Like, what is it that you think that holds men back from like being able to have duality or be able to do both?
That's a very good question.
I think it's lack of communication.
Yeah, that's a very big part of it. Lack of communication. A lot of times people were raised a certain way or only dealt with a certain type of woman. So when they find the one that they believe is the one and she's different, it's hard to break old habits. So, whereas let's say he was always the dominant one, but he has a woman that doesn't like aggression. Then at some point in time, if he's not hearing her out, he's going to have to be taught to be softer with her and vice versa. If you have a guy that's, falls in love easy and he's just overly affectionate and he's not aggressive at all, but you like a little aggression in the bedroom, he's not going to readily just snap to because it's not what he's used to. Sometimes it really just comes from partners not listening to each other. And a third person in the room can catch what you might miss. If you touching her a certain way and her back is turned to you and she rolling her eyes, she don't want to flat out tell you, nah, what are you doing? That's not like, she don't want to ruin the moment. But somebody standing there and sees her rolling her eyes can now take your hands and place them where they need to go to change her mood. And trust me, it's a lot more fun than people realize. It's a lot more fun.
But you know what I don't like about that?
I get it.
I don't like about that. And it was a show called The Sex Inspectors. I think that was on HBO years ago. I used to watch stuff like that all the time. And they would do that. They would come in and talk to both, people and ask what this problem is. And it was one guy on there, the Jackrabbit and all this other stuff. But my thing is this. If you are with somebody that you cannot talk to, that is a problem. If you don't like this person touch you a certain way, you should be open enough or you should be free enough to express, look, I don't like that. Or I like it when you do this. Or can you bite me a little bit harder? Or can you kiss me this way? Or can you do this? Can you lick that? You should be able to be open enough to do that. Sometimes you cannot. You get to a place where you don't want to hurt that person's feelings. But if a person's feelings is hurt because you're expressing the way that you need them to love you, that is a problem.
Well, that's not wrong. That's 100% right. But life is just not that simple. If we could all just talk to each other about anything and everything, then a lot of problems would dissipate. But that's just not realistic in these times. Think about how many years, like think way, way back to the 30s, 40s, and 50s type thing. You feel where I'm coming from? Women thought that being a wife was just getting your man off. So women that wanted to orgasm and all of that other stuff would never say anything because they weren't taught that it's okay to say.
That wasn't allowed. That was you please your husband, which is why they was always at the doctor getting masturbated by the doctor.
Right, but that's my point. Some women still in that mindset, and what I'm coming to learn is that there's tons of men in that mindset themselves. It's like I don't think everybody needs to go to someone else for help for intimacy in their relationship, but you got to remember, not every relationship is based on love and attraction either. Some people get into whole marriages because it would be a bomb business deal. I'm making money. I'm a business owner. You making money. You a business owner. If we get together, we can build an empire. So then they're definitely going to need to go to somebody to learn about intimacy because they didn't get together based on mutual attraction. It was convenience.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
So speaking of which, we got to go to the next subject, right? Which kind of coincides with this because we're talking about, dominance and submissiveness. Going down on a man. A lot of women feel like that it is degrading to them. How do you ladies feel about that?
Lo, we waiting to see who's gonna go first.
Oh, I was getting ready to go. Go ahead. It's fine.
Go for it, babe. Go ahead.
I don't feel that way. Especially, and it's surprisingly, I don't coming from my Christian background.
Y'all always on your knees, my.
All right, AI. No problem.
No, for real. No, but because of what we're taught, the way we're taught is like sex is nasty, things like this is nasty, that's gross, you don't do that. And then your grandmothers and your aunties and your mommies always tell, and your fathers especially gonna tell you not to do it because that's your father. But if you had that conversation with your father, but it's always taught to us you don't do that. But then me being Louisa, I didn't listen, but I also didn't start doing it till I got married. So that was the different part. I waited to do a lot of things when I got married. Not sex though, because I'm a baby first. But still, a lot of things I waited to do because to me, that's like you do that for somebody you really care about. But I don't find it degrading. I don't find it. It's something that you're doing for somebody you love. So how can that be degrading?
Well, I guess it's my turn since you said the ladies. I don't find it degrading. I think I pretty much agree with her. You know, it got to be love in the relationship, not a okay. You know, I didn't took you to Burger King twice, so can I get this? Nah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, and you know, I was brought up Christian too, but I was brought up Baptist, and not even our
Yeah, me
pastor.
too.
Right, but not even our pastor said that it was bad or anything like that. They always stick to the part of the Bible that says the bed of marriage is undefiled. You know, they say once you say your I do's, close the door and whatever goes.
And you be that man's hoe is what I got out of that. Okay.
Well, that's
So,
basically what they saying. That's basically what they saying.
oh,
So, you
hey,
know, it's not
you
a,
know.
I think it becomes embarrassing with the outside influences. You feel where I'm like, for instance, you have a man who is just really, really addicted to porn and he didn't have a lot of women that do it. So now he want to do wild stuff and, you know, facials and all that old weird stuff. I think that's when it can become degrading to women. But I mean, just think about how you want to be touched sexually. If you know that there's going to be things that you want, then it should be no reason that you should be arguing with him about the things that he wants. I told y'all early on, I'm a do me like you want to be done type person. You do some wild and crazy, expect some wild and crazy. Whatever.
Now, question: do you ladies know of any other women who do feel like that still? That is degrading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, do they feel the same? Do they now? Question: do you know whether or not they feel the same way about a man going down on them?
A
Yeah.
few of
You
them
got
do, yeah. A few of them do.
yeah, you
But a
got to
All
few
right,
think
of them
about
don't.
all right, so a few of them believe that them going down on the man is degrading, but it's open season if they want to go down on them.
No, no, no.
no.
A few of the ladies that I know that don't want to do that to him won't allow him to do it to her.
All right, all right, all right,
But
cool.
some of
That's the
That's
them
reason
fine.
why,
don't
you
have
That's
know,
a
it.
problem with
they
him doing it. And I have a problem with that. So I let them know. I'm that friend. You
Right.
wrong.
Facts. Like
So
it got
they
to be
feel,
both sides. 50-50 here.
bro. Can I ask you a question?
Ask away.
Okay, quick. Can I
What
ask you a question?
what up, though?
Why wouldn't they feel like that when you're not shaving your coin purse, bro?
What?
And I was hoping you would bring that up. I was hoping you would bring that up. Now
You
that's
can't have the
a
salt
very
and
big
peppers and all that shit all in their mouth, bro. Like you gotta have a clean
thank
plate.
you.
I think that's the reason why
Thank
a lot
you.
of women and he think I'm trying to
I'm
fuck
not
with him,
about to
but
even
like
answer
real
that,
talk, bro.
Yeah,
Like
he
real
threw the
talk, bro.
headphones on you.
no,
Hey,
but
what the
that's
fuck
but
was
either
I
way,
about to
that's
say?
not. But you know that can be a factor, but it's not. Some people just don't look at DJ Khaled. He don't even do it, but I guarantee he'll take it.
Didn't he say that? I don't remember, but like I heard.
I don't know, but I know he said he don't do it.
I don't know,
And
but I agree with AI completely. Let me tell you something, okay? Manscape, trim the hedges. I don't care if you want to cut them all off or if you just want them super low. Like, don't play with me like that. Get to trimming. Or
So you,
High and tight, motherfucker.
so
I'm
you
just
don't
saying,
like a nut fro?
no. No, listen, anger me enough, okay? I will cornrow it when you sleep. Don't mess with me.
not the cornrow. If you want cornrow, you might as well cut it. Shit.
Oh, so you
Hey,
want
you might
ball
as well
locks?
die in your
You might as
sleep,
well
bro.
dreadlocks, yo. Nut.
I mean, I don't even think honestly. I mean, that
Taylor
could be a
said,
turn off. That could be a turn off, but I honestly don't believe that's the only reason. That's the only reason why women won't do it.
But I will say I do believe there are something like what was the thing you said, Star? What's it called? The face
Manscape.
shots? The
Oh,
other
Facial.
thing. Damn. I would never do that. Like I'm not with doing that to a that actually does seem degrading, in my opinion, to me. But
it
different story.
is. Like,
But
if you
like,
go
yeah,
back, like, you might as well just stay in their face.
I'm not even with watching a girl go through that. But if on the porn side, but like that's just my opinion.
I just thought I'm just rebellious. So I was raised Baptist, but I was also in the fire baptized in holiness church. And like I told y'all last time, we couldn't even show our toes. So you know damn well.
You
Well,
bought
no
once you
sex
got
in
out the house, you
conversation.
bought a mess load of sandals, didn't you?
We left that church when I was like maybe 10, 11, about 9, 10, 11. So I went into came to the Baptist. But my great grandmother was very much oh yeah, you saw that.
Hey, Zena is funny.
Y'all saw that post she put up. I'm sorry. But my great grandmother was very my great grandmother, my aunt, all of them were very much shut up. All of them were very, very reserved. We did not talk about sex. My mother my mother drew me a picture. I was like 6 or 7 years old. I knew what penis looked like. I knew what vagina looked like. I knew every part of everything. So my mother taught me because they didn't teach her. She had to learn on her own, and she wanted us to know. And so, regardless of how I was raised in church, that's probably why I'm so free spirited now in a way. Because my mother was like, "No, I'm not gonna hide nothing from y'all. I don't want y'all to be afraid." Of course, it was you don't have sex before marriage. That stayed. Of course, I did have sex before marriage. That went out the door. But I just feel like if you want to please, if you love somebody, you want to please them. And so if they let you, you should do it.
We hope.
Slim,
that if you love
I sat up there as a young man, and I had to learn how to eat cat on my own, right? So it took a 40 ounce of steel. We was in a bando, okay? That shit was weird. I suggest that all ladies out there, in a bando, bro. Hey, look,
I know what a bando is, but I'm just saying I know what a bando is, but
it was 3 girls, me and my homeboys. We all had a girl. Hey, look, we did some wild shit, right? But I suggest that all women, if you really want to get your sons involved in getting used to eating cooch, you gotta serve them raw oysters. If they are scared of raw oysters, they're gonna be scared of that clip. Straight up.
Bruh, I think you mean wait. Of all the places you chose to exercise this,
hey Rock,
you went to a bando. Of all places.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something about me, bro. I grew up in a weird era, okay? It was a lot of shit going on, and there were bandos, okay?
Where did you grow up? The Wire?
We didn't have nowhere to take them. We ate spread legs. Everybody had a room. Everybody was private. The electricity was still working. You dig what I'm saying? Like we had heat, motherfucker. Like it was cool. I was drinking that Steel Reserve like this. I was in that joint like this. I'm really about to do this. This shit don't look nothing like how I envisioned it. It doesn't look like HBO, nigga. It ain't pretty, okay? It ain't pretty. Slimy and it's motherfucking different. You gotta have them eat oysters. Train your sons to eat raw oysters. They're gonna be good.
I will say this dude need to write a book. I ain't never had no bando coochie before. Ever in life.
Oh, I got it. Oh, you want some bando coochie, bro?
No, I don't. I didn't say I wanted. I did not say I wanted any. Don't know.
You want some bando?
No, I'm good. Don't do that.
I'm a little older now. I mean, but I can guide you on how to get it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good, my dude. Yeah. I'm gonna leave the bando coochie to you. That
could be your fantasy, bro.
No, dog.
Cut off all your power in your house. Cut off all the power in your house.
The fuck up.
Cut off everything, bro. No nothing. Break the window, okay? Have your lady spread eagle, or she supports you, bro. Like Michael Jackson and Thriller. You hear me with the lady when he turned to the wolf, nigga? Like you gotta switch up, bro. You gotta switch up, my nigga.
So this is more of like, all right, look, we're gonna turn this place into a bando for a night. All right, that's what we finna do. I can't wait till she get home. It's gonna be bando living up in this mud.
Bro, meet her at the car. Meet her at the car in some weird ass outfit that ain't normally you, and break the fucking windows out in the house, bro.
Bro, I'm
just
done.
Break it out. Break into your own house.
What did you say?
She gotta ask. Oh, look at Zena. Hold on, Zena got a question for y'all. Zena got a question. Focus. Now, Rod, please do that focusing thing on one of them, and whoever you focusing on the girls, they gotta answer. Do it.
Spit or swallow.
Let's go.
It's been a minute, but it's been a minute. But the last time I swallowed, so yeah, I don't spit. I swallow.
No wonder she's the healer.
You asshole.
She broke my heart.
All right, next one, Rock.
Oh. Catcher's. How about that?
You said what now?
I said catcher's mitt only.
That's why she said you broke her heart. Okay.
I broke your
So
heart.
basically, what you're saying is that none of you want the pudding pop. This is Bill the Pill, and none of you want the pudding pop at all.
Let me tell you something.
You're not
Broke
willing
your
to
heart.
eat
Look,
the
when I
Jell-O.
told you that when I got married, I was his. It was
Say it out loud for Bill. You were his what?
I was his hoe, motherfucker.
You was a hoe? Was you a garden hoe or a household? Like what were you?
I was an HEAUX.
God.
Quick, you need to go in timeout, damn it. Yeah, no. Thank you. No, I mean, I'm telling you, my mother always kind of made it clear that you take care of your man, right? So without her really saying so, that's what she did.
Yo, I'm literally crying right now. I got tears in my eyes.
Thank you, Kiki. Thank you, Kiki. God damn it. Shit.
Thank you, Zena, for that question. And
I'd
Zena,
rather be his hoe than everybody else's hoe.
We really do need to get Zena on, because I'm.
Yeah, we do. Zena, you better drop your answer in the damn chat.
Oh man.
All right, we gonna have. We might have to do a drawing. Enter all the viewers can enter the drawing. Whoever gets pulled, they can sit in on a topic or two on the show.
That'd be dope.
Sit in on a topic or two and add your 2 cents. Be a part of the show directly.
That would definitely be dope.
Let's do it.
Definitely. So we got to be real about this, right? So everybody's so hyped about voting, right? We talked about this earlier. Ladies, out of all the candidates that you voted for or whatever, who would you, like all of them, like who would you dominate or sleep with? Like what would you do? Spit or swallow? Which
So what
candidate?
type of question is that? Oh my God. You just made me sick. Yeah.
You don't want to fuck none of them? They're
Hell the fuck no. Never.
Star, anybody? Any candidate that you rather sleep with? Y'all say the lesser of 2 evils. What about the lesser of 2 dicks? Like, which one would you do?
Oh my God.
Weezy, you ain't about the orange light.
Nah. See what color I got.
I just killed the whole mood, y'all. My fault. My bad.
You all right. You all right. I don't roll that way. Oh, he got put it.
Wait a minute. Is this time out in the back shit the new thing for the show?
Look, hey, this show, everybody acting they get timed out. But nah, for real, nah, they couldn't get nothing from me if they was the last dick walking around. I'm trying to tell you, hell no. Hell no. I really get to know myself then.
You wouldn't bend over for Biden?
Hell no. Nah.
Hey,
Bend over for Biden.
That's the new slogan for the
Trump for Trump, bend over for Biden.
You wouldn't hold for Harris?
My goodness.
Hold for Harris.
For the doms out there in the
Look, I just want to try to hold back. Y'all been tripping. You know, I had a couple drinks, so I had to put myself on timeout for a second.
I thought you was about to say P for Pence.
How the fuck you sober up that quick? How did you sober up that quick? If you need to be on timeout again.
By Rob.
All right, you gonna make him put himself in time, and he
Hey, I'm trying to
went
let
to
us do it. We got to go for a second.
That is crazy.
But you know what? Wait a
anyway,
minute. Hold on. Let me rewind, Star, because I never got an answer about the submission and dominance from the fellas.
Oh, well, there it is.
Who you going to bring your ass back here? You know what?
You can't be saving them.
Y'all
Nah.
disgusting. Just
Look,
disgusting.
dirty
Bring
politics.
your ass back here.
Dirty
If we can
politics.
answer about spit, look.
Not Mr. Magician over
If
there.
if we can answer the spit and swallow, y'all can answer that question. Now, come on.
Seriously.
Oh, that means you have to you have to pose that question. Look, you got him to walk the fuck off. Hey, look, I usually do that, but you got it. You got the award tonight,
I've been doing
the
it.
K Quick walk off award,
Yeah.
He came back and ran back though.
Fuck it.
So pose the question again
Fuck
for
it.
the ladies out there that might be listening to anything.
Keep going.
Let's
Quick. No, for real. I want to know because this is very interesting. Would you mind being dominated, and would you mind dominating? Would you?
I think it's sexy. I think it's sexy.
Somebody dominating.
Yeah, because like, look, naturally, I'm dumb. Naturally, I'm a dominant person. When it seems like it's like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith shit. You know, one moment he's down, one moment she's down. It depends on the moment, depends on the energy, and it naturally happen. It happens the way it happens. You know, and sometimes, you know, she's the one. You know, with the in symbolic ways, she's the one with the whip.
Mm.
You know, she's the one with the whip. And then the times where I turn into Mufasa on that ass, I got the whip. You know, it depends on the moment.
Mufasa. Ooh, say it again.
For
Mufasa.
me, it's in the moment. What is the energy? What do you want from me at that moment? Do you want me to dominate you? I'ma fuck you up. You want to dominate me? You ain't gonna fuck me up, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Like, it's really all the conversation that leads up into the intimate moment. I really should honestly know or be able to tell your mood from the prior days before. Just like Star said, sometimes it's not always a third person. Sometimes it's a third eye. Sometimes you have to really listen with your, you know what I'm saying, with your heart and really pay attention to a person. I don't really think it's anything wrong when it comes to being behind closed doors. That's your thing. You know what I'm saying? But I have to get you off. That's my goal. I have no reason to hold back or have any certain inhibitions. Yes, there are limits. Safe word is get the fuck off me. But you know what I'm saying? But
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, no, literally, that is the safe word.
Like, what the fuck? God damn it! That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Right, but I really think that all of this goes back to the very conversations of actually getting to know a person. There should be no surprises in the bedroom. There should be surprises leading up to the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there should be nothing that I don't know already. You know, just like Star said, if you are an abusive person, I should be able to know off break. Like, we should have been through all those tests. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that it should be even killed 50-50. You know what I mean? We do what we do. You know, so yeah.
But then you have to also remember some people don't know what they want.
Listen. If a person doesn't know, it's not my job to introduce it to them because it's going to be too dramatic.
That's true.
I'm not going to be the person to introduce you to heroin and be like, this shit is cool. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't work like that. Like, I should be knowing.
Why we always got to jump off the cliff? Why we always got to jump off the cliff?
Because that's how it is. Like, literally. I mean, but seriously, being sexually vulnerable is just as much as trying your first drug. They may not know it, but it could be detrimental to them. It could be detrimental to you, motherfucker. Like, they could snap on you. Like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? Like, you know. So you have to be very careful with that ideal and thinking that they don't know. It's not my job to actually train you. You're not a pit bull. You dig what I'm saying? So there has to be something or a fetish that you like, or there's a porn. We can watch porn together. We can go through that process. But I don't really necessarily want to sit up there and be the explorer, because that's how you get kicked in your chest like old girl does for doing waxes. Like, that shit, for a simple wax, she got mule kick. Can you imagine like doing some off kilter shit? and they're not, you know what I'm saying, the person's not ready for it. So you
Mhm.
honestly have to have that dynamic. It has to be some dialogue and or a third party. So it might just be looking at porn together. Oh, this is what you like. This is what you like. Oh, okay. All right.
That's true, Kiki. But when I made that comment, I was saying that if the person doesn't know what they like, I was gonna go into that's where the conversation's coming to, but you did go there. But anyway, so thank you for your elaboration because that's where I was.
If I
Anyway,
could, I
Rock,
would show you my nipples.
as long as they're shaving.
Stop
I'm
what
sorry,
you're doing.
wax. As long as
Stop
they're
what
wax.
you're doing.
I don't grow body hair like that, okay? I don't grow body hair.
Dawson, stop what you doing, Rock.
Huh?
We got Kiki on here. Don't make me ask her.
Ah,
Don't
yes,
make me
he
ask
did.
her.
He thought you forgot.
He said,
Look at the face.
Nah.
Kiki snitch on him. Kiki snitch. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Either way, I'm a dominant man. You dig what I'm saying? But I have no problem with the woman taking charge. I love that shit. You feel me? That's just gonna make me
Like that's-
be dominant. And then
it's
fucking
sexy, right? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm saying.
Now, hey, look, fellas. So for the ladies that's out here listening right now, and the ladies that are on the feed right now, I co-host this. What exactly do we mean by dominance or being dominated by a woman? What do we mean?
Like whoever's driving.
It did go like that.
Whoever's driving. Basically.
Okay, so.
But what do you mean by driving? Because people can drive your ass off a cliff, motherfucker. You
Damn,
know that.
sure
Niggas like,
can.
what the fuck?
Well,
Like,
Well, then they shouldn't
you
be.
think
Then they
would
shouldn't be
drive
driving.
you?
Then they shouldn't be driving. If they can, if you know they finna drive you off the damn cliff. Like who's in control? Like if I'm down, I'm the one picking her up, pushing her up against the wall, like slant legs up. Like I'm the dime. I'm in control. I'm driving this whole situation. I'm taking you on the ride.
So you're telling me basically. So what you're saying is that if your girl puts your legs behind your head, you good with that? Hey.
No, but listen.
I do not like this mother.
You know he gotta go there. You know he gotta go there. But listen. Okay, so let's make this clear because we tend to forget that sex is submissive on both sides. Whether you're taking the lead, that's what dominance is, taking the lead, or you're sitting back. There is a submission to leading and following, either way. And also, we must remember too that for some reason, if I pop the briefcase on them and don't handle the contents, then shut the fuck up and follow orders. Okay. I was looking at something, and we have to remember that sex or the nakedness of sex, lovemaking, is sometimes more scary than talking trash. Some people are afraid of being naked in front of the other person because it exposes them. And so that's what I was saying about what if they don't know because they're afraid of their nakedness or their, what if that's the case?
It sounds
no, it's
like
not
to open that door.
I ain't opening my door yet.
Hey, listen. So
Yes,
I think that most of us are afraid that when a woman is dominant, that it's going to end up with some weird shit happening to us.
But
I mean, is that like the consensus for like most men?
I think that goes along with knowing your woman. Because for me, being dominant while in a relationship means something completely different. Like me, I thrive off of the competition of it. You feel me? So like if you talking all freaky to me before we get in the bedroom and it's like, okay, you went first. Now it's my turn. Let me show you how it's done. So, my dominance is not introducing toys and asking you to bend over. It's just, okay, that was a good, you did good. Now let me show you how it's really done. So that's the excitement and the dominance for me. It doesn't go beyond that in the bedroom.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, like as far as men on being hesitant on letting the woman be dominant, it actually goes back to something Star said early on with the show. It's about trust. They have to the man has to develop a trust that the woman knows what they like, knows how far they can go when they are dominant. They have to fully have the competence and trust in their significant other to hand them the steering wheel.
And you have to trust yourself.
Translation for young people and fools out there. If it's 40 and under, motherfucker, you might want to pay attention, okay? All right? Turn your head like a flamingo, motherfucker. That shit. It's like, no, don't be going out here hiring any weirdo. Yeah, that means you have to get to know a person intimately. I have to translate that in layman terms. I'm sorry.
And you have to, and doing so, you have to trust yourself too. You got to trust yourself, because I'm not a very dominant person. I'm very sensual. Now if I want it, I'm gonna come and get it. But I'm not a very dominant person. I'm a very submissive person. I'm a very submissive lover. But I do have, I guess I can be aggressive in a way. If that I want you, then you're gonna know that. I've never, well, no, I can't say that. I have had times where I guess I wanted to dominate, but I still end up being a submissive because I'm just
Weezy, you know damn well you are a taller woman. You look like you've thrown somebody across the room before. What? You body slammed somebody on the damn bed before. Don't come in here fronting. I'm
serious though. I will wake you up, but I'm very submissive. I will wake you up. And how I wake you up just depends on what I feel like doing. But I'm very submissive lover. So yeah, so for me to switch, it wouldn't be hard because I have more confidence in myself. I do trust myself. So it wouldn't be hard for me to switch. But in order for you to do that, you do have to trust yourself, and your lover has to trust you too. And that's important.
So when it comes to men, us as men, what do we feel like is trusting of a woman that wants to dominate us? What is the biggest fear that we have of a woman dominating us?
Good question.
Oh, were you asking us, bro?
Yeah,
it's only three of us in this room.
I didn't hear what
is our biggest fear of a woman dominating us?
When they put them handcuffs on you, they do some crazy shit.
No fingers in the food.
Because like once they have you cuffed up and you vulnerable and you can't do shit, they do some wild shit on you that wasn't in the plan.
So basically, it all goes back to our buttholes being compromised, right?
I'm just going off what the general consensus is. Because like I'm going off of what and bro, once again, you took it directly to the ass. I ain't say nothing about no.
But you know that is true.
What else are you vulnerable about other than
no, but that's facts though. If I'm going off of what the general man that may be hesitant about that shit, that's probably what the fuck it is.
So wouldn't that be a discussion to be had? Maybe I'm not
right, but
don't do
right.
That. Okay,
right. That's one thing. I just answered the question, but that goes back to what I said. It's about trust. It's about trusting that your significant other knows what lines to and to not cross.
And basically, for men, it's just not our assholes. That's all we really give a fuck about, right?
Factamundo.
Yep.
Not all men.
Factamundo.
Those aren't men.
No. What I'm saying is not saying entering something into your butt and nutball. There are other things.
Wait.
That's a violation right there. Don't ever call a man a nutball.
Don't call no man a nutball. Right. Don't do that.
Violation.
Have y'all ever had a woman cross the line sexually?
Hell no.
Nah.
Make that shit clear. You would get on.
So you ain't get no accidental.
What do you mean by cross the line?
No, because the line is drawn.
Accidental lick.
Nah.
Fuck it.
AI face. He got a story to tell y'all.
Yeah, all right, hold on. Yo, wait a minute. Yo, Rock, you need like a little sound effect right when we're about to go into an AI spiel, right? Before AI has
a story.
You gotta watch his face. You gotta watch
AI. Hold on, wait. It go.
Yes.
AI.
Yes. On Front Street. Tell it.
Look at Ariel.
Ariel said AI. Yeah, because we know it. Tell it.
It's all right. Mute up, everybody.
What's the tea, bucko?
Y'all shut the fuck up. That's what the fuck the tea is. Yeah. I don't think that I'm ready to talk about these types of things just yet. It's like, nah, but it had nothing to do with penetration. But I think that most men, I remember being young, right? So she already knew I was going to go into a spiel. I remember being young, right? So my cousins from New Jersey, my older cousins, they was 40 at the time. I was a teenager. And they was always talking about getting licked by a woman. I'm like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Like in my head, I'm like, I don't get it. Like, all right, so whatever. And then they said, man, you don't get the salad toss or nothing, man. Like, I'm 15. I don't know what the fuck salad tossing is, nigga. Like my father do it every week. Like we eat greens with our shit, right? And fucking around, it happened when I was with an older lady. Surprised the shit out of me. Here's what it is. I mean, what the fuck else you want me to say? Everybody done. I mean,
did you blush,
really
bro?
on mute?
She
Y'all
made you
niggas
blush.
on mute. Man, that shit was weird, bro. That shit was weird. It was weird.
In the words of Chris Rock, did she use jelly or syrup?
Oh hell no!
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Man, hey, look. So listen. I mean, that's about the only most vulnerable aspect of like a woman being dominant is being able to do that to you, and you actually may just enjoy it. I think that's the deadliest fear when it comes to us men, yeah.
And then
when
it
it happens,
your sexuality
shit
if
happens.
you do enjoy it.
Ariel said, "Was your ankles on the back of your neck?"
Man, fuck no, my ankles weren't back, man. I don't even know how, I don't even know how to explain it, like it was, you can't even be thugged out no matter what position you in to get your ass ate. Shit just happens, okay? And older women are very much into that shit. Like you date somebody 50 and over, they are into that shit.
I've actually heard quite a few men say that they enjoyed it though. So
Pop my own butt cheeks. Hey, get your lady, man. Get your motherfucking lady, man. Get your lady, man. Oh, now it's bid on me tonight. Hey, nah, but the shit does happen though, young. And I remember them always talking about it. And I thought it was some. No offense to anybody of any type of sexuality, but I thought it was some gay shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, it just was her fetish. You know what I'm saying? She liked to taste the butthole. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. Sorry, y'all. I'm light skinned. Shit happened.
So question.
So a cougar made AI toot his ass up, basically.
Wasn't no tooting, Holmes. Wasn't no president tooting out this joint, man.
Did not toot that thing, okay?
What was you trying to say, Phoenix?
No, I was saying, so the vulnerability of it is that you're not willing to allow your woman to explore you then. Is that what it is?
You said what again?
I said the vulnerability of a man or just being submissive, you're afraid or you're not willing to allow your woman to fully explore you.
No, because they're
allow her if you want to be allowed to fully explore her.
I mean, let's be honest about this. There's really no other way for a man to be explored other than through the nether region of that point. You dig what I'm saying? Like what I just touched on. Past that, nipple biting, shit like that. There's plenty of other,
that's a given.
I'm pretty sure it can, right? I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of other vulnerable shits that, certain men have, complexes that they have. But for that shit to happen to you, you just sitting there with your motherfucker, you caught in the thick of things, you know what I'm saying? Like you getting trained at that point, you know what I'm saying? With and yes, K Quick, it was jelly. It's like, I'm fucking with you. But when you getting trained like that, bro, like when the shit happens, it's like what the fuck was that? All that shit that my uncles was talking about, like they were into that years ago. Like men really openly do talk about things like this. I guess I'm just the only one that admitted it, but yeah, the shit does happen, and I think that's the only crucial point on our bodies that we really hold dear to us because of the
but then
stigma
it's
that's
kind of the
attached
same.
to it.
It's kind of the same with us, and it's like a automatic assumption that we're supposed to allow every part of us, every orifice to be cut. So it's the same way with us. And if we are to trust you with these things, then you should be able. Not saying that we want to do that. I'm just saying, it should be an openness if you expect us to be open to you. Because I'm serious though. I'm serious. Not saying that everybody. Nobody's not saying that everybody wants to do that.
Thank you, Star. Thank you, Star.
But I'm just saying.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What are you
I don't
saying?
think you understand. Like, I think that I think that a lot of the things that women do to men happen on a whim.
He would point that
I think that a lot of the weird things that happen to us that we consider weird because it is something that can open a gateway to some weird shit, right? So, when you're not expecting it for us. For women, I think that y'all are pretty much open. Y'all are really open books. I think that y'all really explain and express every day exactly how you feel and what you want. If not, you express it to your friends or, you know what I'm saying, you out there. I think that that's the only missing key factor is that we don't know. Men really don't honestly fucking know. We don't sit around and explore our own bodies. That's weird. Like, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do it. Anybody else? Quick, you explore your body, bro? Like, you put lotion on your ass cheeks? Like TT said? Like, we should take time to lotion our own bodies and shit? I don't have time to do that shit.
I sit and meditate.
And I agree.
In full stillness. In full stillness. No exploring.
Brother Rock.
Do you explore?
Do I look like Diego? Do I look like
Go, Diego, go.
Man.
Diego.
Thank you.
I mean, because we got to be honest, shit will happen sexually. You will get a deviant. You will get somebody that is into certain things, but they won't tell you about it. So for men, it's always the insecurity of something being popped up on us. You dig what I'm saying? Because women are very hesitant to be a true open book with a man at first. You dig?
And so, you know why? You know why? Because it's usually a person that we are open with, and they make us feel like we're wrong for doing it, or they make us insecure because we felt like we could be open with them. So that's a lot of reasons why we're that way. Yeah. So we hesitate. Because we don't want to get that same feeling, that same letdown.
And Star,
when we did open up.
Did you hear what the Phoenix had to say?
I mean, I agree with her. I mean, sometimes you want to be able to bare your soul to a person, but at the wrong moment, they can just shatter you. With like just a few words.
Yeah, this body is yours. Do what you want. Oh, do you let everybody do that? You know what I'm saying? Or you do something. Oh, how you know how to do that? You can just know how to do it because you just really want to do it.
But hold on, is that not a valid? Those are not valid questions.
It's insulting. Do we ask you how many women you done did stuff to know how to do what you did?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Nah, it's
I really don't want to know
how you use it. You feel where I'm coming? It's how you use it. You feel me? Like, for instance, just for the sake of this conversation, anally, I'm a virgin. Like, just it hasn't happened. You feel me? So the first time I decide I'm comfortable enough, I don't want, you know what I'm saying? He wait in a bad situation, or argument or something, and he throw it in my face. Like, we have vulnerabilities just like y'all do. And if a person is being hateful that day or got a mean streak that you didn't know about, it can be damaging what they say and do with that information.
True.
I have been shitted on going in the poop shoot with a woman. I don't want to ever do the dookie shoot ever again. Okay. If she has the footing in there, I don't want to do it. Okay. But I think that I have a fucking complex. I have a fucking complex when it comes to like asking a woman for anything that she doesn't want to voluntarily do. You dig what I'm saying? Like, that's and like we keep going back and forth. Like, I think the end all be all is the actual conversations that you have.
Yeah.
I think that everybody should know everything that's going on. Like, being caught off guard, period, is always going to make the shit really weird and very uncomfortable
Yeah,
and
that's
set
true.
off triggers.
That's true.
You never know what a person has been through in their life.
Rock, stop
You know?
shuffling us. We're not a deck of
But
cards.
I honestly believe that anal for a woman should be something that she initiates. I've never asked to do anything in the butt for a woman. You dig?
I
I just
agree.
don't.
That
I
makes
just
sense.
don't.
And
I
that
just.
goes both ways. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I've been stuck with idiots. I've had quite a few ask. Like so and don't get me wrong, it begs the question, why are you so
Why they so adamant to get there? You just want to have every party. I don't know.
What the hell is the
Nah,
dude in
I ain't
that
never
picture
been thirsty for
on?
no boo boo. I ain't never been thirsty for no boo boo.
What is this dude in this picture on? Like he must be on some heavy shit.
You going shock?
Bro, that's called
Well,
methamphetamine, bro.
yeah.
Where's his?
Yeah.
Where is his eyelids?
Tucked behind his ass.
But look, so speaking of which, so before we get lost in the sauce now, because we have been talking about some in-depth shit. Speaking of vulnerability, right? Did anybody see the Little Boozy Mike Tyson interview on Hotboxing
Yes.
with Mike Tyson?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
The biggest thing that has been going around is that he went after him because he thinks or he questioned his sexuality because he said some foul things about, the LBGTQ and or Dwayne Wade's son. Okay. He mentioned it. You dig what I'm saying? He said that he thinks that he secretly likes homosexuals or gays or whatever you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to call it. What do y'all feel about that? Did you feel like he was just challenging him? Because ain't nobody gonna fight Mike Tyson at 80 years old. You dig what I'm saying? But do you feel like he was just challenging him for the ratings, or do you think that was a real honest question? Because Boozy really didn't say nothing in the past that really didn't make any sense. What did y'all get from that?
For me, I think he really was just genuinely trying to teach him some tolerance, because early on in Mike's career, he was labeled homophobic. You feel where I'm coming from? He had to be exposed to different types of people and be around different groups before he even became comfortable himself, before he decided, okay, I'm comfortable with my manhood, so what you doing don't affect me. So I really feel like he was just trying to teach Boosie a little bit of tolerance. Like, okay, that's how you felt, but why did you feel the need to say it if it doesn't bother you on a personal level? That's the way I took it. I don't think it was a full-fledged challenge or a show of force. I think it was a more lighthearted challenge. Like, let me make you think for a moment.
I agree. I think that was a really good conversation. It was a very, he wasn't challenging him. He wasn't trying to make him look bad or feel bad. I really think that he was just talking to him. And even though Mike did most of the talking, he did a lot of teaching too. And I think Boosie got a lot out of that conversation. I don't think he brought him there to insult him. I think he really was just trying to pick his brain, help him see some things, be that mirror for him. I think that's what he was trying to do.
But is that how you say it?
Well, the way he asked him, I wasn't expecting that the way he asked him, but he wasn't mean with it.
He was just authentic.
Yeah.
That's how Mike Tyson talks.
He was referring to it, like he was kind of referring himself in the question in a way. Because I watched the whole thing, so I think that's why I feel the way I do. I think he just really was trying to talk to him and get some answers, and I guess through his life, he kind of helped, explain some things to Boosie. I don't know.
Brother men, how y'all feel?
It sounds well. Where Mike Tyson is now, especially because I'm a fan of the hot boxing show. Big fan of it, and to me, he was talking to him like an OG. And like it's just shedding some perspective on things, and even like watching Boozy, much respect to him musically. Has he said a lot of things that I think that I didn't agree with? Yeah, you know. And I guess one of those, I guess Mike Tyson viewed some things he said and he didn't agree with it. So instead of just bringing him on there and starting a full-fledged debate, he just threw a hypothetical question, now threw a hypothetical situation and just asked him. So why are you so passionate about this? Do you feel some sort of way? And as like Star said, made him think. And even at the end of that, he said like sometimes maybe I should just shut the fuck up. But
Yeah, asking why don't
so
you?
yeah, and that. So it's like it was a conversation. I mean, it's I'm pretty sure Boozy walked away with something, as anybody would speaking because Boozy is still he's in his 30s. Mike is in his 50s. So Mike really just had an OG conversation with him. I respect it. Same way Boozy walked away respecting it. They both have a mutual respect. It was a respectful, insightful conversation. It was an insightful one, that I feel him specifically left with something.
I don't know, because Boozy obviously coming from Louisiana, and anybody that's been to Louisiana, Atlanta, we know there's a lot of LGBTQ down there. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, and he's often stated that his manager is, you know what I mean? Like, random things like that. I really feel like that just maybe this one time Mike was going after the gusto, like he was just going for the ratings, bro. Like I don't even see it. I don't even see the reason for doing it when he apologized about it prior to.
Well, even if he is, even if he just said it to go after the ratings, I'm just saying the way he said, I doubt the way he said it to him didn't come off as like a rowdy type of. It was a very insightful way of saying it, and he didn't say anything to disrespect. He was just trying. It seemed like he was picking homeboy's mind, trying to get where he was coming from with that. And Boozy had a response, and like I said, regardless, I feel Boozy speaking to somebody because granted, if I had the opportunity to speak to Mike, I would be starstruck first because I'm a fan first. Same way everybody who he's had on the show, Eminem, Boozy, whoever you put, everybody. The first thing they said is they acknowledge Mike, like, "Yo, you're one of my heroes. I'm so starstruck. I feel like a kid again." So on and so forth. The fact that an OG that you look up is just having and look up to is having this real conversation with you, you're gonna walk away with something. You're gonna walk away, and it's different coming from him as opposed to some random Joe Schmo or some other interviewer telling you this. If it's somebody you looking up to, it's like you're more attentive, like you're more willing to digest the question. You know what I mean? And I feel that I just feel a lot of insight was transferred in that situation personally.
I definitely take it as such. Ladies, I mean, Phoenix, did you have a chance to, or do you agree with his approach?
With Mike's approach? I guess I can see it from your point of view because he could have just called him and had this conversation. He brought him to the show, so I guess I can agree with maybe he did bring him on for ratings, but the way he did it, I think the conversation was okay to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna kick a horse in the nuts. You know what I mean? On to the next one. Excuse me. Did we even mention the relationships and taking a back seat to your career?
No, we ended up
No,
talking
we
about
did
something else.
not.
We could talk about that.
No.
Yeah, we got a little bit more time. I think that's more upbeat. You know what I mean? And less vulnerable. Ways to deal
There's
with.
vulnerabilities there too.
So, ladies and gentlemen that are out there listening, and everybody that supports us, we do have to ask a question. Does your relationship take a back seat to your career and or your goal?
And this could either be while you're in a relationship or while you're single and actually looking for a relationship. Um, I'm gonna ask that question. If you are in a relationship, do you put your career first? Do you put them over your spouse or your significant other? How do you guys feel about? How do you feel you should go about that?
Me
That's a good
personally, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying that was a good question. I was just you can go ahead. You can go ahead. You can go
I
ahead.
think that the way that I was raised, seeing a father that really had multiple and being a jack of all, you know what I'm saying, trades, um, that my mother never had a complaint until the money was lacking, until something happened where they couldn't pay a bill. I never seen her complain about him bringing home the bacon. So for me, as you know, I guess being programmed that, yeah, not necessarily a career, but I guess if you're a career hustler, you know, and you're going out here doing everything that you can to feed the family, I think that that's more honorable. And yeah, our relationship has to take a backseat at that point. You know, I don't know if it's a distraction from women that push us, but I've never seen a father that was like, you know what, babe, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna cook chitlins all day. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know, when I have spare time, you know what I'm saying? We have our intimate moments, so you know we can talk. But as a man, I just don't see it. Like, if you're not busy, you're not valuable. That's how I was raised.
I look at it like it has to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? As a man, we're supposed to be the breadwinners. You feel me? We have a certain responsibility, but in the same breath, you still have to make time for home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can only speak for myself. I do a lot. I have multiple hustles. You know what I'm saying? Like I do a lot. And at one point, you know, I would find myself in the studio until the wee hours in the morning and forget that, you know, I told wifey we was gonna chill. So it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like your mate's responsibility as well to tell you, like, hey, look, I need my time. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't communicate that they need their time, then you would never know that it's unbalanced. So it's kind of like it's a double role situation because it takes
It's
both.
a Libra scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. That's yes. Yeah. It's basically the same for me. I agree with Rock. It's basically the same for me because luckily I'm good at time management. I'm able to balance. Like there was at one point I was in school full time. I'm an artist full time. I worked, so on and so forth, and I still found time for my significant other. You know, and even with everything I got going on now, I still find time for it. But then again, there's still some times where I find myself vamping in here in the studio because ironically I'm in the studio now, you know, doing this show. I find myself vamping in here, recording all night and so on and so forth. And when things tend to get away from me, you know, sometimes it may take the significant other to, you know, tap you on the shoulder. And you know, when you know balance, when time and balance kind of gets away from me. But it's all about having the balance. If you actually know how to, if you actually know, have that intact, everything is kind of on an even playing field.
For me, I think it's all about where you are economically. You know what I mean? Like I'll give you an example. I used to work at Walmart. And one of the first things that I noticed about them when I first went for the job, they asked me what days I want off. So I scheduled my off days according to I took 2 days off in the week. One day was just my day for me. I knew my significant other would be at work. And then my second off day was when, you know, at the same day as my significant other's off day. So for me, that's why I said economically. You know, you have to think about what bills you have and how you that gonna filter into you spending time with your significant other plus having time for you. Now, if you're a business owner, then all of that goes out of the window because that's way more demanding. So then that's really dependent on your partner. Do you have a needy partner? Do you have an independent partner? I feel like it's just so many different aspects that play into how a situation like that would even work that I don't even know what direction to turn. I would just say, do you work for somebody or do you own your business? And then that's when you start planning and figuring that out. Because I know some people who are business owners that pick one day every single week that they do no business. They're not responding to emails, they're not answering phone calls. If they don't have a capable manager in place to run it on that day, then business just stops for that whole day, and that's their family day. So for me, it's all about the two people involved in the situation.
Okay, I was gonna go there too. I think it has to be a whole lot of understanding. It has to be a lot of patience, and it has to be a whole hell of a lot of communication because um, it is important to spend time with your if you have children, your children, and more so important to spend time with your significant other because the children grow up and leave. You do have to handle business. Business needs to be handled, and if you can't, especially when you're a business owner, if you can't make the time, you have to express that. You have to express what you can and cannot do. And my question is this: and this is for the fellas, because being though that men are majority of the breadwinners, we make money too, but how you are raised, men are supposed to be the breadwinners, right? If your woman has her own business and she's never home, would you feel it would be okay? She put her business before you, because this is kind of the same thing.
I guess I go first. I don't give a damn. I think that there will be some intimate moments missing. I mean, as being a man, I would probably look at her like, damn, you don't even need me for a little bit. I mean, that's it's gonna cross your mind like, okay, she's meeting all these professionals. She's doing what the hell she needs to do. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it comes a time and a point, and I guess it depends on age range, maybe like Kiki said, or anybody else that it's going to take a person that is also busy and or involved in their growth.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm involved in your growth, then yeah, let's get this shit. You understand?
That's tough.
But that's actually time too. That's actually time together. So, but that's different.
Correct.
If you're not in the same field, if you're not working together, if you're not building something together, then you don't have that time. And the reason why I asked that question is because just like you said, oh, you don't need me, you don't need me, or you don't want to spend time with me. It's the same way we would feel if you were not home. So you have to have a partner that's going to understand that you're doing this for you guys, but you also have to keep in mind that they need you. And you need them too. You might not, it's the same way, just like you said, you have to have balance. But when you're building, you also have to have a person who understands that. Because if you have somebody that just does not understand that, it's going to make it hard.
You know what, Phoenix? I'm actually glad that you brought this up because it immediately made me think about the Tyler Perry movie, Why Did I Get Married and Why Did I Get Married Too? So y'all remember the Mike and Sheila characters, right? Mm-hmm. And now Mike has all this money. He messing around with Sheila's friend. Ultimately, they get divorced. He marries the friend, and he's complaining to his boys about how business is not coming in the way it used to come in, and she's still shopping and right, the 80-20 rule and all of that. But it made me think about what Sheila said when she finally confronted Mike, and she was like, and you didn't even stop to think. I was the blessing that kept your business running. Late at night, you sleep. I'm calling, making sure the orders is going out. I'm staying on top of the managers. Like, that's a real partnership. You feel me? He didn't ask her to make sure that the business stays afloat. And all he could muster to say was, you did that for me? And she's like, no, I did that for us. That's when you really dealing with two grown ass people, a full-fledged partnership. And I think that's probably the most important thing that I got out of this conversation. In your relationships, do you have a real partnership?
Mm-hmm. That's very important. That is very, very important. That's very important. If you don't have that partnership, then something
exactly, Kiki.
What she said?
Put it back, Rob. She said it's about the love
Mm-hmm.
you have for your partnership and the respect you have for each other's goals.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, because
It's
Sheila was
definitely,
being a housewife, but
she
outside
was
of being
doing
a
more
housewife,
than just being a
right,
housewife. Yeah.
right, she was being his partner, and he didn't even notice it.
Mm.
That's important. You have to have that's very, 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 very important. And that's actually more important than sex. A partnership is more important than sex. You can get sex anytime, anywhere from anybody. But do you have that commitment, that partnership, that understanding, that willingness to go with you, to be there with you when you fail or when you grow? You know what I'm saying? That's important. That's very important. You're
I
not gonna are you
think
gonna have somebody that um gets jealous because you're doing something, because you're growing, and then complain when you're not? You know what I'm saying?
Does that go on the point that sometimes what Kiki said, that it takes a what does he say? It takes an independent partner. So that means that independent partner
thank you,
does have to
Gina.
have something going on too.
Well,
You know what
I
I
want
mean?
I want
Like,
to put out there that independence is false. Independence is false. What you
Amen.
want is an interdependent relationship where you interdepend on each other. You depend on each other, not codepend, but you interdepend on each other with emotions, physically, sex. Career wise, health wise. You depend on each other, not as a weight, but as somebody that can carry each other at the same time. You interdepend on each other, and that goes with partnership. It has to be equal. It has to be level. There has to be fairness. You have to be able to come to this person, look, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I got you, babe. X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. You have to be able to do that. Independence is false. No one is independent. No
Dang,
one.
girl, you spun back to like the fourth or third episode.
Oh, damn. You right. But it's true. It has to
Sometimes
be
you got to
said
go back because
because
she right.
Hey, that's
there's no
facts.
way that you could be independent. I don't care
Nah,
if
that's real.
Bill Gates ain't independent because he depends on people buying his shit. So there's no independent. Nothing. Nothing is independent. The only thing independent is the world because it really doesn't depend on us. It could swallow us and it'll still be here. It's Earth. But we have to be interdependent on each other. We're not trying to hurt each other. We're trying to build each other up. And that's where the partnership comes in at. That's what you want. That's what you need. That's what you desire.
Yeah.
That's how it should
And a
be.
blunt, I'm sorry, babe. I was going to say, and a blunt
Go
reality
ahead.
that a lot of people dismiss is that sometimes, in order for that partnership to work, you have to put your own dreams on the back burner, even if it's just for a little while. That's like, I want to be a business owner by next year. So what happens if I get into a relationship today and it turns serious by next year? If that person's business plan is more solid than mine, would I be prepared to put what I want to do on the background to help that business flourish before I say, okay, this is what I want to do? For me specifically, I absolutely would do that, because if you're my partner and we're together and we
Mhm.
love each other, then I'm going to expect you to now invest in my business so that we have a whole other income coming in. But nobody seems to be ready to have that conversation because we live in a very me, I type of society nowadays. So
That's
these
sacrifice.
things
You
need
have
to
to
be
be
said.
willing to sacrifice, and you have to weigh the options of your sacrifice because sometimes you do have to put yourself on the back burner, but sometimes you can do it together. And it has to be a
Facts.
very, 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 very strong understanding, and communication has to be top notch for that. And it's still
I don't even
sacrifice
feel
for
like
that.
it has to be top
The
notch though. I
communication.
have to disagree with that because I don't really even think that it takes that. I mean, something as vital as just doing the research if a person is trying to if your significant other is trying to start a business, the simple things.
No, I mean for both of you,
Just
if you have two separate big, what Star was saying, she would have to put herself in the background. I said sometimes you do, but sometimes you don't, because both of you can help each other in your businesses. You know what I'm saying? But if someone has a business that's already going on, and they're trying to work. Yeah, of course. Hold on, I'm gonna hold mine right here, and we're gonna get this shit up and running. Then
But
we might come back. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's more so perception though, because what I just described, although I had to use that terminology to get the point across, I wouldn't see that as putting myself on the back burner. You feel where I'm coming from? It's just prioritizing. Me making the sacrifice to say, okay, we can get to mines later can only benefit me later. If you have a more booming business idea and yours can get off the ground right now, why would I split the focus to what I know is going to take me maybe 3 to 5 years to be up and fully functioning? We can get yours off the ground now, let it actually start, giving us some revenue enough where you can put money back into the business, and then you can take some and invest in what I'm trying to do. So, at the 5-year mark, we're doubly ahead of where we would have been if I was like, oh no, I want to do this. So you go do that and I'm gonna go do this. And it's sometimes sacrifice is good for you. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's not just putting yourself on hold or ignoring yourself. When people hear the word sacrifice, they automatically correlate it with suffering. Sometimes it's not suffering. It's just making the smart move, working smarter instead of harder.
And or patient.
I was agreeing
and
with
shout
you.
outs to Kiki.
I wasn't
Yeah.
not agreeing with you, but what I was saying was sometimes people come together and they already have businesses. That's you know what I'm saying. So that's what I was referring to. No, I totally agree with you. And when I say put it on, yeah, you do. If someone is, you know what I'm saying, I totally agree with you. But if you have two people that are coming together and they have businesses and both of them are moving forward, sometimes you cannot put one down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where the communication and everything has to be there. But in the situation that you're talking about, no, I totally agree.
Now shout outs to Kiki Taylor, of course. She
She's
said,
on
but
it,
what
boy.
if that is not a general interest for the partner though? It can make the situation more strenuous and bring destruction to the relationship.
That's true.
That's nothing but the truth.
Facts.
It's
That's
the
true.
truth.
And that's
when
where the
you gotta
partnership
go to
comes in.
that.
That's why it's important about the partnership, because you have to have respect regardless. If you don't have that interest, you have to respect your person. You have to respect the other person.
Right.
You have to understand. You have to get some type of understanding and figure out, oh, I'm not interested in this, but this is what you want. I can't be involved, but I'm going to respect you, and you're doing this X, Y, and Z. You can't just. Some people just can't deal with other people doing certain things. If it's not what they want, they don't want to be bothered with it. I can only explain for myself. I was in school. Every time I went to school, I graduated. But when I did go back to school, I was working, of course, a mom, and I will always get backlash. And I never really had full support at home. And so it made it harder for me because I was trying to improve upon myself because I wanted to improve upon our situation, and I wouldn't get the support that I needed. That makes it harder. It makes it feels like you're out there swimming by yourself, or you're just dangling from the hook by yourself, waiting to be eaten because you don't have that person with you. It makes it hard as shit. I overcame because I'm just gonna fucking do it. If I start something, I'm gonna finish it. But it didn't make it easy. So you have to have that partner who is willing, regardless if that's their interest, willing to support you because they love you, because they respect you, because they see that that's what you want to do. It's important. You don't have to be interested in what I do. Just respect it and help and encourage me or whatever.
So I really enjoyed this conversation, but I just still don't get it. Like, I'm about to start an OnlyFans page. It's gonna be elephant thongs and G-strings and shit. I'm gonna be stripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm a strip, man. I'm a strip, and I'm gonna be, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Anybody who's willing to support me? Anybody? Nobody?
We got you.
Nobody.
This question was about significant others showing support. Damn it.
Y'all gonna pay to play. Y'all are very significant, and y'all are the other ones.
Other people.
OPP.
You gotta have balance. You gotta have balance, right quick.
Hey, listen, man. It's been a dope ass show, Joe. Hey, listen, hey, Rock, aka Buggy Eyed over there, Joe, man. We ain't,
yes.
We barely see Rock's face anymore, man. Hey, look,
I never do.
The light skin coalition is failing, bro. We are failing badly.
I will say this though. What I'm looking forward is first thing tomorrow. Wow. Anyways, First thing tomorrow, the first thing I'm doing is I'm hopping on my Spotify and checking out that new Busta Rhymes album that's about to drop.
Oh,
That's what I can't wait for.
That shit gonna be crack, bro. That shit gonna be crack. Hey, listen.
Straight up.
Hey, listen. So you know we got to do what we do. We got to do our outros, and we got to make sure that we let everybody know where they can find us at, man.
AI, can I make a suggestion?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we get a final word from Rock? Because Mr. Man over in the corner down at the bottom just cold hijacked that situation.
If you have an issue,
And he still
you can say
hijacking
names. You can say names.
Okay, well, fine. Let me say this. Shut up. How's that?
Whatever, Mongo booty.
And there you go with the ass jokes again. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Anyway, Rock. Oh.
Hey, I'm here.
Can we get a final thought, sir?
Are you here?
Yeah, look, I'm definitely here. I'm live. Trust me. I'm here. But anyway, final words for the whole show. Y'all, you don't want to let nobody else talk, just me.
Yes, AI is taking us out.
He usually closes. He usually closes out though, y'all. So we can still go around the room first. And K Quick usually starts, man. He usually embodies this shit or bodies it.
Make sure you get. Hold on. Make sure you get that Asylum album. It's available on imkquick.com as well as all major platforms of which music is available. Beast Bars of Faith. And I am the one, the only K Quick. Follow me at the real K Quick. As I said, I am imkquick.com. Make sure you check out the new music video for the latest single off of this album. Mosh Pit featuring my sis, Grind. Just search it on YouTube. It's fire. Because I'm fire. Next.
And of course, man, you can always find me, man, on IG as GIMO. And then Red Nose 199 on Twitter and AI McDowell Ferguson on Facebook. My final thoughts is fuck a lot, think a lot, talk a lot, and especially talk a lot before you fuck. Evidently, there's something wrong with. There's just a whole lot of vulnerabilities in the bedroom. I suggest y'all get to know one another before you even do it. One night stands suck anyway. So yeah, man. Catch me on all those platforms, man. I love y'all. Deuces.
Next.
Oh, everybody's retarded tonight? Okay. I mean, excuse me, slow. Excuse me, you're not supposed to say retarded, but what the fuck is going on? Like, everybody.
First of all, slow
God damn, man. Like, you ain't been slow all fucking night, Phoenix. Like, you know damn well you supposed to be running around here talking shit, and you ain't saying nothing. You just running around here not doing shit.
Who you talking about?
You gotta say something, man. Hey, look, we try to close this shit out, man. People gotta go to work.
My man got this. You
ain't your damn bad. Hurry up and say something.
I see y'all keep talking shit, goddamn it.
I've been waiting for the argument from the married couple all damn night.
Like shit.
Well, all night I've been waiting for this.
We was trying to behave, goddamn it. Shit. Y'all
gotta wait till there's 4 minutes left in the damn show to act up.
Yes, we gotta get one in every episode. Anyway, I am the Blue Phoenix. You can reach me at the Blue Phoenix on Facebook and the Blue Phoenix Hills on Instagram and Lovely Beautiful Mind 30 on Instagram.
That was some bipolar ass shit.
Here, it's not bipolar, sweetheart. I am no, but yeah, you can find me here every Thursday at 8:30, and you can follow us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts. If you missed this show, I don't know what to say about tonight's show. We talked about a lot of things, but most importantly, respect each other, love each other, talk to each other, and actually listen. You can talk, but if you're not listening, understanding what the other person is saying, then you're not communicating. I love y'all. Good night.
Bridge.
All right, you just called her slow. Don't sit there quiet. Bring it on, homeboy, grandpa.
I already said my piece. I already gave them
He
where they
literally
can
did
find
already.
me at.
Yeah.
But if you
so
want me
what?
to say something else, you know what I'm going to say? Her personality is the reason why men don't want to be vulnerable. Because you'll wake up with your coin purse being shaved unannounced, okay? That's the biggest fear is have hair bumps in between your motherfucking butt cheeks and your nutsack. You are that person.
Excuse me. Let me clarify something about
It's
Louise.
the end of it.
If you're waking up, if you're waking up and your coin purse is being touched, that's because I'm playing with it. It ain't being shaved. Get it straight. That's one way to wake you up.
You are the main reason why men should sleep with underwear on. Yeah, this is crazy.
No, they're the reason why they shouldn't sleep with the underwear on.
So you see me jingling. She be jingling the change.
Jingling,
purse.
Playing with them. Might lick them. Who knows?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You see what you just got started, Star? You ain't shit. You ain't shit, Star. Can we hear it?
Oh yeah, you will blame it on me after you the one that got smart and called her
You always
slow.
talking shit. Don't worry about me, goddammit. I got it. Go ahead, Pooh. Go ahead, Boo.
And this is the healing mentality.
Oh, I'm gonna hear you. I will. Guarantee that.
Baptize you in the fire. Anyway, I am your girl, Just Star. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. I am here every Thursday at 8:30. Sometimes I am retarded and miss out, but for the most part, you will catch me here. In any event, my final word is simple: Black lives matter, Black wives matter, Black shaved booty holes matter.
Whoa!
All right, why did you have to put that shit at the end?
Because they matter. Just like first matters. It all matters.
And before we get to go to rock, what number episode is this? We've been through a lot of these joints. I ain't keep track of nothing.
I don't know. I haven't been counting.
I've counted. I wrote it down in my. I always write notes, so I'll look. But I don't know. We're awesome. Who cares?
You better not get her pregnant because she is monitoring.
I'm just
calculating.
I'm just saying. When I got pregnant. I'm just saying we should keep track because when we reach a certain milestone of episodes, we need to do some big shit. That's all I'm saying.
No bull.
No, you know what? But listen, seriously, K Quick, I just thought about something. So since you're the one that posed the question, what number episode this is, and you also suggested that we do a trivia for the viewers to see who can come on and give their opinion about an episode, that is their homework. If whoever answers first what number episode this was, that will be who we have on the show.
All right, so y'all got homework to do.
That'd be our first audience guest.
All right, so we gotta post this. Y'all heard it here first. Y'all need to go back in the archives and count up all the episodes. We suggest to Facebook because you'll see the humble beginnings. So go back and count up all the episodes.
You have to the end of Rock's spiel to answer. And it starts now. Go, Rock.
That's not a lot of time.
Damn, I'm kind of short-winded tonight. First and foremost, man, I just want to say I love every last one of y'all. We are the fucking Bulls. All-Star.
Love you too.
Yes.
I think it's real dope that I can just step back. And I actually, I had a couple drinks, but I was actually sitting back just enjoying and watching y'all, you know what I'm saying, do y'all thing. And not only do we work together, but I am a fan of y'all. You know what I'm saying? You guys are awesome. I enjoy seeing y'all do y'all thing. AI, you wild as shit, bro. We got a lot of things to talk about. Yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about Saturday at the meeting.
He did a lot of did a lot of living. That's all.
Yeah, we got a lot of alcohol and a lot of talk to do, man. How much sex is enough? I mean, to sum it up, fuck it, do it till you satisfied. Y'all know the song. It's going down on the man degrading. Hey, look, never float your boat, but just know, ladies, it feels great to us. And it's like warming up the engine. You know what I'm saying? If you suck it right, you can get it dick down right. Simple as that.
And
relationships taking backseats to the careers, it's a give and take thing. You dig what I'm saying? Ladies, if you want a successful man, please understand that man is going to be busy. And fellas is vice versa. You dig what I'm saying? It's the same both ways around. We had a lot of other shit that we ain't really talk about. It's Halloween. You know what I'm saying? We didn't touch on that.
Favorite subject.
I just want to say, everybody, this corona shit is still real. Be safe, be mindful. I know everybody want to go out and party, but really be mindful about the kids. You dig what I'm saying? The kids. I say it one more time, the kids. Keep it small, keep it simple, enjoy yourselves. I love y'all.
One more thing, Rocky.
Talk to me.
When it comes to women going down on us fellas, there are two types of women in the world. You either a healer or a shining star. And I close.
Oh, you mother. I almost said the B word. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have that. He said, no. Repeat yourself for the Phoenix. Repeat that for the Phoenix.
Hey, I'm having mic issue.
Yeah, whatever.
And these are not. And these are not the views of any of the.
When it comes to going down on men, there are two types of women in the world. You either a healer or a shining star.
Hey, bro, how you gonna spit balls before we get off, man? Hey, we all gotta do the deuces.
No, that is a punchline.
Hey, Rock, do your thing. You know you gotta. Hey, look, you gotta slowly exit us out.
Yeah, much love. And by the way, it's all love. I love both the healer and the star here. It's all love. This is just me joking with him.
I ain't even gonna lie. By the response to the ladies, you definitely gotta be the first one to go tonight, bro. It's been a pleasure. I'll holler at you later.
Deuces.
Oh, my man, stand strong, stay tall. I'll holler at you later. Weezy F baby, I'll holler at you. Shining Star, you know what it is, mama. Later. And everybody else that's been watching, you see this face? You see this ugly face right here? Trust me, I got way more coming. This is the No Filter Show. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go follow us on all our platforms. Keep tuning in. We everywhere. Let's get it.